Falcon fans, and of course, the Parlay King, Eric Parker. Falcon fans, you already know what it is. You already know what to do, man. It's going down in a major way. One time for the fan, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Man, we everywhere. We outside, as the YN say.
Why does he look like a rapper?
I don't know. Hold on, let me check. Hold on. Is this...
I was waiting for Kerry. I told Kerry.
Hold on, we're supposed to have Bobby Valentino on next week. He's supposed to be here tonight. What's going on over here?
Why does he look like he just got out the booth?
Oh my gosh! Live from the studio.
Like he just dropped a hot 16.
Hey, hold on, Eric. If you're doing it like that, let me get my chain too. Hold on, let me get my chain.
Oh man. Oh wow!
Hold on, let me get my bling ready. God damn, Eric, you ain't had to do me like that, Eric. Not tonight. You ain't had to do me like that, E. Falcon fans, man, it's going down in a major way. I hope everybody's having a good time. One time for the fan. Put on my bling back over here. One time for the fan, man. We back talking Falcons football in a Falcon way. It's going down, man. We got special guest, super fan Eric Parker in the building, and his PSL is all paid up for all you dirty birds out there. Big shout out to everybody here who's tuned in tonight to talk about what? The Atlanta Falcons.
Our beloved Atlanta Falcons. Of course.
Hey, man, it's going down. Before we get
what
started,
else
man, we
got
got
to talk about, Jack, with these beloved Atlanta Falcons.
We could talk about some gambling, we can talk about some some other stuff we want to. We're not going to get there just yet. We're going to go around this panel real quick just to find out. Big shout out to Bodie 3000. Big shout out to Miss Carrie, baby. I believe Miss Carrie is going to be joining us here soon. If she doesn't join us, I'm sure she'll be in the chat because anytime podcast is live about the Atlanta Falcons, Carrie is there. So T Will for ATL Sports, one time for the fan. How's everything going for you, sir?
Hey man, everything is great. You know what I mean? I'm with my guys tonight, man. I'm with the guys that started my career in podcast.
Bros, you with the bros?
I'm with the bros tonight, man. What could go wrong? I mean, all is well, bro. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's do it.
Hey, you're feeling good, man, about the podcast tonight. So I know we're off to a good foot. And we got our special guest who has been here before. So, of course, he's never shy to talk about the Atlanta Falcons. E, what you drinking over there? Tito's? What's in that cup over there, man? What's that? What's that, Hennessy?
Sipping on that Matty Ice Cool.
On that Matty Ice.
Okay.
Man. Eric Parker is here talking Falcons football with us. E Weezy, man, how is everything going with you, sir?
Man, feeling good. Feeling great. Going good. How you doing?
Hey, man, I can't complain, man. We have a new head coach in the building. We got Matt Ryan back in the building. Since the last time we talked, I know you've been in the chat, but since the last time we talked, Matt Ryan wasn't the president of football operations on the podcast. Now that you're back, Matt Ryan is the president of football operations on the podcast. You got your Michael. Is that a Michael Penix jersey? You got your Michael Penix jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, with the news that Michael Penix talking with Zach Klein, and of course, I'm sure a lot of Falcon fans heard today too as well that Michael Penix should be ready to go by the start of the season. So we might get into some conversation about that too as well. But Eric Parker, man, I don't know where to start off, man. I think we should start off with our new head coach, Kevin Stefanski. I got to talk to you about this, man. A lot of fans in the chat, the fans in the stands. It's live and it's lit, so I already know y'all have a lot to say. So we're going to go ahead and just get straight to it. We need to get your thoughts on the new head coach, Kevin Stefanski, speaking to the media, speaking to the Falcons fan base for the first time this week. I'm sure there was a lot of people who watched the press conference. If you didn't see the press conference, go ahead and head over there to YouTube, Falcons social media page, and go check it out to see what Kevin Stefanski had to say. But he said some things about Bijan, he said some things about Kyle Pitts, said some things about Kirk O'Chains, not too much, but said some things about Michael Penix, and of course about the vision of the Atlanta Falcons in the future. So I got to get straight to you, man. A new head coach in the building. Your season tickets are ready to go. I know you're going to be in the building in your seats. Eric Parker's a fan. He doesn't miss a beat. So when that horn blows from the Mercedes-Benz Stadium about getting into that stadium, Eric Parker's been in there way before that. So, Eric, I got to ask you, man, what are your thoughts on the new head coach, Kevin Stefanski?
I'm the more it goes, the more it goes on, the more I look into it, the more I like it. I ain't gonna lie. At first, I was pissed because it wasn't my pick for no other reason, but it just wasn't who I wanted. So then I had to check myself. I had to realize, hey man, you don't know more football than Matt Ryan. You might think you do, but you don't know more football than Matt Ryan. So let's go try to look at what Matt was looking at here. And then the more I looked at it, the more I saw this dude's scheme fits. It fits us. Like that looks like what we've been trying to run the whole time. Ever since Kyle's been gone, it looks like they've been trying to run that offense.
He's
And he
talking
looks
about
like
Kyle Shanahan, Falcon fans. He ain't talking about Kyle Pitts. Talking about Kyle Shanahan. For those that do
yeah.
not know,
And it looks like it looks like a great offense for our personnel.
you
With
speaking
a
about
lot of play
personnel.
action,
You
a
speaking
lot of
the right
go
thing
ahead.
about personnel. We're going to get to that in just a minute. But Eric, even going into the Bijan Robinson talk, the development of Michael Penix that he's excited to get ready for. You talked about the scheme. You talked about what we've been trying to do since Kyle has left, and it's been a rough couple years since we had even an offensive-minded coach to come in here and get the job done. Offensively, what are you excited about with Kevin Stefanski? I ain't talking about with the Cleveland Brown days, but just offensively, what are you excited to hear from your new head coach?
The play action. But what am I excited to? I kind of missed the first half of that. The market was opening. I kind of missed the first half of the. Kind of missed the first half of the interview. I caught the second. I think I caught like when Matt came in, like with where the players play. But I was loving it before that. I've been looking into it a lot because, like I said, I really didn't like it at first because I didn't know. So the more I looked at it, man, I'm loving the pick. From what I saw, the second half of the interview, I was loving the interview and everything. Sound great to me. The attitude, the scheme, I'm ready.
T. Will from Airtel Sports, one time for the fan. You hear your brother said it's LBB, right? I want to make sure we get it.
Little big
LBB,
brother,
little big brother.
and I'm BLB, big little brother.
So just to hear it from you, because we heard it from LBB, Eric Parker talks Falcons football with some of the best of them. So fans, if you haven't been to training camp, if you haven't been to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, or if you haven't had a conversation with Eric Parker, I guarantee you when you talk Falcons with Eric, you're going to get the best of both worlds when it comes to being critical about the negative times, but also looking forward in the positive direction. That's why Eric Parker is here on the show tonight. One time for the fan, being from the fan, for the fan. We love bringing on fans who can keep a positive outlook about the team. And of course, we're super excited to get down to business when March 11th, March 13th hits, of course, when the NFL new season will start up. But T-Will, I got to hear from you. You heard it from your brother a little bit there about Kevin Stefanski. I know you're real in tune with what was going on with the press conference. I saw you in the chat too as well, listening to the press conference, Matt Ryan and Kevin there. No Arthur Blank, no Rich McKay. Maybe he was in the room somewhere, but no Rich McKay there on the panel. But your thoughts about the new head coach Kevin Stefanski, and then we're going to get to some of the fans in the stands because they're in there. The chat is live and the chat is lit. So we're going to get to them in just a minute. But Kevin Stefanski, T-Will.
Chat's live, chat's lit. It's going down in a major way. No, I wanted to say that. I don't know why. I just always wanted to say that, man. You know what I mean? I
Still
can't
trying
wait
to be a
for
YN, huh, T-Will?
I can't wait for the day Jack lets me drive. Like Jack has an appointment or something, and he's like, "Hey, T-Will, I need you to run one time for the fan." I'm gonna say that like every 5 minutes. Chat's live, chat's lit. It's going down in a major way.
T-Will saw me whipping too as well that night we left the game. I was looking at the yellow light like, T-Will, I hate to say this, but nobody's coming from the left or the right. I'm running this red light. Let's go ahead and get
drives
started.
like a maniac. But anyway, I was afraid for my life. I really was. No, in all seriousness, hey man, I wanted to hear what Stefanski had to say, and the guys about football. I'm a couple of things he said that I like, and one of them is, look, we're not going to talk about it. We're just going to get to work. You know what I mean? We're not going to talk about it. We're not about slogans. We are going to get to work. We're going to put our heads down and work. He's about development, which was good to hear because he's going to do the best he can to develop Penix. He's about running the ball. He's about play action. He's about stopping the run. And those are fundamentals of any team that is going to be successful in December and January. So I'm all over it. I love it. But, again, we've been here before. So I am cautiously optimistic, as I probably felt the same, if not more excited about Raheem. And so, yes, I'm excited, but it's kind of like I'm excited, but let's wait and see, right? I do think that this is a better hire because I think that Stefanski is an offensive guy who can help our offensive side of the ball. I think he knows what he's doing. And I'm excited to see where it goes. Those are my thoughts.
Here's the cool thing about it. And for the fans in the stands, we're going to get to your comments here real quick. Eric, I got to ask you, what was the level of excitement for just some of the recent head coaches versus the Kevin Stefanski pick? I know Dan Quinn took us to the Super Bowl. If you can go back in those times, I know because I was in the past, Raheem Morris, Mike Smith, Dan Quinn, Arthur Smith, like where's your level of just excitement for Kevin Stefanski once he was the hire? I know a lot of fans went after the Clint Kubiak hire, and some fans wanted to go after the John Harbaugh hire. But Stefanski was not at the bottom of the coaching totem pole when it came to finding a new head coach. A lot of teams was coming after Kevin Stefanski. Now that the Falcons got him in the building, and we'll talk a little bit about the reason why the Browns can't find a head coach shortly. But I think it's part due to, they don't have Kevin Stefanski no more. I think he would have said if he wanted to stay for another year or so, they definitely would have wanted to keep him, even with the record that he had. But your level of excitement.
They got a coach today.
Oh, that's right. They just hired Todd Monken. But even seeing 5 or 6 coaches that declined.
Right. But you absolutely right. It was like 5 coaches that declined to even interview.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What's your level of excitement for Kevin Stefanski, man? I know you're hyped about the season, but are you on an 8, 9, 10 level, even though he wasn't your first choice, or you're more like on a I just got to see what he has to do first for me to get overly excited about this guy?
I'm on an 8, 9, 10 level now. At first, like I said, I did a complete 180. At first, I was not happy. I was about to crash out and everything because I was like, what are they doing? What is the man doing? And then, like I said, I had to check myself. But I think most people just are mad because they didn't pick who they want. They didn't pick who they wanted. But that maybe we don't know. Maybe we don't know how the interview went. Maybe we don't know what their schemes are. Maybe we don't know who actually wanted to come. Who wanted to come here?
Right.
And
you can see that from other head coaches too as well. Falcons giving a virtual call to John Harbaugh, and then of course, I don't even think a couple hours later, the Giants had him in there, flew him out on the private plane, rode out the red carpet for him, took him to one of the finest strip clubs in New York, and they said, you know what, you're not leaving New York without a deal. So I know some fans did have the John Harbaugh pick in mind. And even for the Kubiak pick too as well, we don't know, Falcon fans, what was said about Clint Kubiak in that interview. We don't know if he said he wanted to take the Raiders job, or if he was looking into being interested in the Arizona Cardinals job, or if he was looking into being interested in staying in Seattle. We do not know, Falcon fans. So we just have to find out a little bit later down the line what Clint Kubiak is going to decide to do. But for right now, it's Kevin Stefanski in the building. Big shout out to everybody who's supporting Kevin Stefanski. Still a couple Falcon fans on edge about the hire. And even with the press conference with Matt Ryan, they're still kind of like, but he came from the Browns. He had a losing record. He couldn't do this with Shador. And I don't see that. I see a guy that Matt Ryan wanted, that was experienced, that knew the head coaching role a little bit better than some of the candidates that was available outside of John Harbaugh. And people was like, throw Mike Tomlin in the mix. Couldn't really throw Tomlin in the mix because he didn't even want to coach. And now you have Mike McCarthy now taking the Steelers job too as well. Some teams don't wait. They definitely move in to get their top option. And of course, Kevin Stefanski seemed like a guy that Matt Ryan wanted. T. Will, your level of excitement for Kevin Stefanski, and we're going to get to these comments in the chat so we can catch up because the chat is live and the chat is also lit. T. Will, your level of excitement, man, are you below a 5 or are you going on with Eric Parker with the 8, 9, 10 level?
I'm probably at about a 6. I'm pacing myself, I'm excited. It's like when
it
a
seems
new
like
movie.
You have some concerns, T. Will. The 6 was like a is it a low 6? Like, okay, the car looks good, but we got to drive it first, or is it more like, hey, man,
it's a look, man. I've seen the preview of the movie, but I don't know what it's gonna be like. The trailer looks pretty good, but I'm cautiously optimistic. I don't want to get myself super excited and then the movie is a dud. So I'm cautiously optimistic. I like the way that things are lining up. I really like Stefanski. I like the fact that we kept Ulbrich and that we kept Nate Ollie. I love the fact that we have Bill Callahan as our offensive line coach. I'm liking that. Anything is better than the special teams coach we had last year. So that's a win. I'm waiting to see who we choose as a GM. I have the utmost confidence in Matt, but I am a lifelong Falcons fan. And as such, I have to pace myself. That's all I'm saying.
Kevin Stefanski with the message to the fans earlier.
What did he say, D. Will? He said D. Will.
Call him D. Will.
Tell him who D. Will is, Eric.
You, the Debbie Downer, whenever you're trying to be. Yeah, this is why he had such a problem with me saying 17-0.
We're not going there.
Debbie Downer.
T-Will, you're one of those guys that's like, oh, it's sunny today, but it's gonna rain later.
Yeah,
that's exactly
him.
Okay.
That's exactly him.
That is not who I am. Again,
you know what's funny?
I am cautiously optimistic.
That's not him. I'm gonna tell you who he is. When you say it's gonna rain, he's gonna pick up his app and say, "Well, it says 14% here."
You know what's funny? Rams game, Falcons Rams Monday Night Football. We lit. We are lit down there on the field, chatting with players, talking with the fans. T-Will, I kept turning around. Remember, I was super lit. I was talking trash to some fans.
Yeah,
and I was like, "We're gonna win this, T-Will.
You were lit, all right."
T-Will looked at me and said, "Game's not over, Jack. Game's not over."
Exactly.
T-Will, we winning. Look, we're gonna win this game.
And what happened, Jack?
Nothing, Jack, until the clock.
And what happened?
Damn it, T-Will, we're gonna win this game.
We won.
No. Don't do that. What happened, Jack?
We won.
They came back
and tied the game, right?
But did I not turn to you? But we won.
We did win. When Jack was making that noise, it's in the first half. Okay,
we gotta think. I'm like 10 drinks of Tito's in at that time. I'm going in on the fans. Remember the Rams fan next to me? I was going in on these jokers.
Jack was on one that day. Okay, so he was like, "Oh, we're gonna kick they blah blah blah," and I was like, "Jack, we got a whole half to go. It's not over." Okay,
he will.
Right. And I was right because they ended up tying the game. Now we won.
No, you weren't right because you're at a football game. You're supposed to be having fun and making noise and not sitting there. Wait a minute, Jack. Just calm down. Calm down.
When it was time to get loud on third down, everybody's making noise. T was.
I did not. You are not going to
get loud in here. It's Monday Night Football.
You are not going to do that. You are not going to do that.
Where you going, T-Will, to the lounge? Let me get another Tito's and cram. Man.
You're not going to do that. I did make those.
Nah, T-Will's a diehard Atlanta Falcons fan. I just know he's
cautiously optimistic, man. Okay. I mean, look, I'm pacing myself. By the time we get to September, I'll probably be excited like everybody else. But for now, because we still got a lot to do, man. Are we going to re-sign Kyle? You know what I mean? Who's going to be the GM? Right. What are we doing with Tyler Algier? What are we doing with Caden Ellis? What are we doing with Kirk Cousins? I know we know we're going to cut him. Are we going to trade for, Mac Jones? What are we doing? So there's some things that have to take place. I am excited. Don't get me wrong. I'm just pacing myself, Jack. Okay? Because again, I'm a lifelong Falcon fan of 48 years. I've survived.
Let me tell you something. That's T. Will.
I've survived. I've survived by pacing myself. Okay, I don't get out there like a jackrabbit like my brother. You know what I mean? Let the Falcons sign somebody really good that he will call me. Hey man, we going to the Super Bowl. We are going to the Super Bowl, T. Will. Yes, we are, and I better not disagree with them.
I got you right now. This was waiting for.
When does that ever happen?
Oh my God! Don't you sit there and do that. You know when we signed what's his name from the Rams in 2013. In 2013, Steven Jackson, you were like, "We going to the Super Bowl."
Matt Ryan, can we get George Pickens over here, Matt Ryan? Can we get George Pickens?
You did.
Okay,
say you didn't
old
say
Georgia
it.
boy. Yeah, we'll
say
call you back.
Didn't say we're going to the Super Bowl, Eric. I dare you. Say you didn't say it.
I say we're going 17-0 every year.
You said we.
But nobody calls you excited every year when we. And you talk about Steven Jackson.
That's what you said. That's what
Eric,
you said.
You gotta tell these fans we don't practice the what,
said.
Eric. You don't practice the what.
We I swear we don't practice the lose. We do this every year.
We did. Okay, guys, we are not gonna have this 17-0 debate. Eric feels how he feels, and he has a right to feel that way. And you know what? He's my brother. I love him. I don't even want to argue with him anymore because he legitimately feels that way. Okay, but
the argument when it's your brother though, or it's more like a just a conversation back and forth between family members. Because an argument would be like me and Eric is arguing, like, "Hey man, you don't know me, nah man, you don't know me, but y'all are brothers." So it's kind of like, y'all sit at the dinner table together. At the same time, y'all over there going about back and forth.
Okay, you got to understand our lineage. What y'all would call an argument, we would call a discussion.
Right.
Okay, and I don't feel like getting
that to be right. About
I want to be right. I want to be right.
Yeah. He wants to be right about everything.
You sound like your cousin.
He's a nice guy over here, but when he hangs it up, he gets over there. He's on some gangster shit. When he's talking to you, Eric, is that what I'm hearing? Tell me right now, because T was like one of the nicest guys I know. But
I am nice.
If he's Thug G Will when he gets off this podcast, let me know.
No, I'm very nice.
You see, carries 21 carry at most times. So
thank you very much. And my brother's a nice person. Like I said, I love my brother. Man, we just disagreed there. But you did say we were going to the Super Bowl when we signed Steven Jackson. Damn it, yes, you did. Because you called me. You was like, "We going."
Jack, what am I gonna say the records are gonna be this year?
17-0.
Why is he making a deal out of this? Like I don't say this every year.
BLB versus LBB.
He don't want to put context behind it. He want to say it like I'm actually gonna get mad when we lose a game. Like I'm looking at this like, oh, we didn't go 17-0 and I'm pissed off.
I'm saying
got the highest expectations for this team. Let's check out
the reason for saying 17-0 is because we don't go into games expecting to lose the game. At the beginning of every single game last year, that dude in the middle right there, at the beginning of every single game, he'll pick us to win. But then he lies to you. Now shut up. But then he lies to you. He lies to you at the beginning of the season, and he tells you this fake number that he's not even gonna go by during the season. Ask him at the beginning of every single game. I guarantee you, he's gonna tell you we're gonna win that game.
About it. We was doing score predictions here. His first year with One Time for the Fan, we did score predictions, and we predicted the Falcons to win every game. Did we not, T-Will?
But here's what I say. I'll say if the Falcons do this.
No,
if they don't allow that, then they will win. There's always a caveat.
This is D. Will moment right here where he's trying to walk it back.
There's always a caveat.
He's trying to walk it back. No, there's always him picking the Falcons to win every single week.
They do this.
No, it ain't no if they do this. There's who are you picking to win? Who did you pick?
Bro,
T-Will, you gotta remember you're a Georgia Bulldog fan too as well. So us Bulldogs, we don't expect.
I will always say, if the Falcons can run the ball, if they can
stop an Alabama fan,
if they can get, we are not doing that, sir. We are not doing that. No, sir. We are not doing that. Nope. No, sir. We are not. Hey, Jack. Sorry, go ahead.
In the stands. Chat, as I'm running through these comments right here, if you're on YouTube, hit the like button. I think it's somewhere over here. Hit the like button. Drop a comment. We're going to take questions from the chat too as well. So get your questions ready because at the end of the show tonight, we're going to take some questions. Eric can answer some. T-Will can answer some. I myself can answer some because at the end of the day, One Time for the Fan is from the fan for the fan. We want everybody to be involved. We include everyone onto the show. So big shout out to everybody. If you want to share the show too as well on Twitter, go ahead and share it, repost it, retweet it. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and share it to your friends. Tag your Falcons friends. Tell your Falcons family that One Time for the Fan is live tonight. Eric Parker, who for those that do not know, when I first did One Time for the Fan on an audio podcast without going live, Eric Parker was so generous enough to help me be on the first show and, of course, add his insight to the Atlanta Falcons and, of course, what they were getting ready to do that year. And sure enough, Eric, look at us now, the 1,000+ subscribers later on the channel talking Falcons football.
I think Eric deserves a wow for that moment, Jack.
I mean, Eric he honestly deserves a round of applause, man, because Eric's been a good guy here for One Time for the Fan. Of course, T-Will, you giving him his praise too as well with helping you start your podcast and getting you ready. And of course, it's good to have us three up here talking Falcons football because we are ready for this season. And I'm telling you,
I was praising you yesterday on Terry and Eric show.
Yeah, he was talking trash about me. So let me tell you what my brother said about me.
Watch how he has to be right
about you, right?
Now, Dan can't have his praise moment because he wants to be right.
Because it was a dig at me. That's why.
No, it wasn't. You just took it that way. It had nothing to do with you.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
We were doing the show, the Terry, Carey, and Eric show, which, by the way, can be seen Monday nights, 6 p.m., although it was Tuesday night last night. Check us out. But anyway, it was a lot of people in the chat, right? So I'm trying to talk and do it. And let me tell you what my brother did because he laced it with poison. He was like, when Jack does it, he gets to all of them because he's not busy talking like you are. He's not busy talking.
But you see how when you was talking right then, how Jack's looking down? Jack's looking at the comments. That had nothing to do with you. You just don't look at the comments when we're talking. You were in the conversation. You were in the conversation and then tried to turn around and look at the comments right after you were in the conversation.
Looking at the comments the whole time.
While we're sitting here talking, Jack is looking at comments right now.
I'm getting prepared to get to the fans in the stands. We're starting off with Smooth C in the chat. One time for the one time with Smooth C. Big shout out to Smooth C. We're getting ready to run through these comments. Don't forget thoughts on new head coach Kevin Stefanski with the press conference. Are you excited? What is your level of excitement? Any concerns? Chat, go ahead and put your comments in there because I'm getting ready to run them down and put them up on the screen. Smooth C says, "Let's go." 82 Monte Carlo.
What up, Smooth C?
Yo, big shout out to 82 Monte Carlo. We got Dwayne Ruffin checking in from the West Coast.
D.
West Coast is in the house.
Is it cold out there, D? Let us know if it's cold out there, man. It's cold.
In Fresno, it's probably like 90 degrees out there. Knowing this guy.
I'm just asking. I want to hear that somebody's warm. Damn, everybody's cold.
It's not Gwinnett County, T-Will. It's Fresno, California. It's SoCal, man.
I'm just saying, everybody on even Carrie's cold in Florida.
It was like 90 degrees yesterday. How was she cold?
No, it was not. It was like 28 in the morning. What are
in
you
the morning? Because Carrie's cold-blooded. Megan Wright. Big shout out to Megan Wright in the chat. What's
Eric,
going on, guys?
Was that a miss, Eric?
What?
Was that a miss, Eric?
What was?
What miss?
The cold-blooded joke. Was it?
That's the Rick James. Cold-blooded.
It was a miss. Was that a miss, Eric? Do you think that was a miss? No.
Nah. I mean, it fit.
2 versus 1 majority rules. We go ahead and keep it moving. Jeremiah Weems. Yo, what's up, Jack Spade and Terry and E. Jeremiah Weems is in the chat.
King what up, Jeremiah?
Big shot to King ATL with the what's up. King ATL. Silk Legacy is in the chat with the what's up. Big shot to Silk Legacy. 82 Money Carlos said EP got the trap booming and bunking. over there. Trap jumping over there. What's going on, man? How the studio session looking, man? They're knocking at your door, man. Everybody trying to get a beat. Everybody trying to get some vocals, man. I know you're in that studio right now. What's going on?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're banging at the door now.
King ATL said, "Where Carrie?" I have no idea. Carrie,
we don't know. We don't know.
Taking care of some stuff for the family. Carrie, she's somewhere around. She's not gonna miss a podcast when it comes to talking Falcons football. She loves to do that. Carrie did a great show last night. We got to give her a round of applause too as well.
Yes.
Carrie, round of applause for Carrie with the Ladybirds of AFN, joining them and talking Falcons football in such a positive way. So big shout out to the Ladybirds from AFN for having Carrie on. Of course, Maggie T will be on with us Friday morning. Breakfast with One Time for the Fan. Hopefully, Maggie got some eggs and some grits and some bacon ready for us, because it's time to talk some Falcons football with Maggie T. First time on One Time for the Fan too as well. So big shout out to Maggie T. Auntie Pam's in the chat with the hello, Jack.
Hey, what up, Auntie?
And Eric and everyone in the chat. Happy Hump Day. Big shout out to Auntie Pam in the chat. Silk Legacy said, "What's up, one-timers? Yeet! Get some." Big shout out to Silk Legacy in the chat. Eric Z's in the chat with the "What's up, ATL?" Hey,
what's going on, man?
To Eric Z in the chat. MacTown Dirty with the "What's up?"
What it
going
do?
around the red and black Georgia emojis. Georgia Bulldog emojis.
That's Falcons.
Eric, that's a shot at you. I'm just saying. That's a shot at you.
Falcons. What color emojis do you put for Alabama?
I do not, because I do not root for Alabama, sir. Thank you.
Smooth C.
Well, I root for the Bulldogs and the Falcons.
What happened to you, Will?
No, nothing. Continue.
No, respond to the drama, please. We'd love to hear it on the channel.
I root for the Bulldogs and the Falcons. I wear the red and black, sir. Okay.
Smooth
Thank
C.
you.
78. Will Penix be?
What about when the Bulldogs aren't playing and Alabama's still playing?
Well, then I guess I can go and sit down and have apple pie with my family. That's all.
Smooth C.
Remember that.
We are live, Eric. We can always clip it.
Remember that.
Penix be ready or won't he? Drama, suspense, cliffhanger. Dun, dun, dun. Smooth C, that's a question we're going to get ready to tackle in the question segment near the end of the podcast, because, of course, probably heard from Zach Klein today that he's expected to return April Fools got you. Nah, he's expected to return by week 1. Because when they put April, I was like, that's what like a robot ain't there? What's going on over here? April. But week 1, it looks like Michael Penix seems to be ready. We don't know the full on, conversation between the doctors and the staff. Right. But if Penix knows something that Stefanski knows, that Matt Ryan knows, that Arthur Blank knows, hell, we don't know it here on One Time for the Fans.
They said he was doing squats. I started to come on doing squats when you brought me in. I was going to have to wait.
So you going to go live from the gym, or what was you going to do?
It's the weight bench right there.
Oh, you got the weight bench over there?
Yeah, the weight bench right there.
Well, should we put him to the test? I mean, he did say the weight bench is over there. Should we do it?
No, that's
on the next episode of One Time for the Fan. Eric's gonna. Eric's gonna take us to the gym.
Let's give
him. I was gonna come in with the Penix jersey on doing the squats.
Oh wow, that's actually not a bad idea.
82 Money Caller said, y'all better quit hating on number 9. Hey, he got that number 9 Penix jersey on right now, too, as well. Eric Z's in the chat with the happy we hired Stefanski when we did, because who knows who the head coach would have been if it wasn't Kevin Stefanski. Seeing Clint Kubiak still in the playoffs, still going to the Super Bowl.
How many teams are left, Jack? How many teams are left?
Just the Raiders, the Cardinals, the Browns hired today. Yeah, Raiders and the Cardinals. I think that's it. Yeah,
I think he's staying with Seattle. I can't see him going to either one of them.
I mean, for a young guy like that, with having the success that they had in Seattle, Sam Darnold signed like a 3-year contract, I think it was, over there. So I think Clint Kubiak's probably like, I might have to run the bat with these guys. And then that might be the team to beat in the NFC next year, Falcons fans. I know we don't play them, but that seems to be the team to beat. Right now, as they get ready,
the 800-pound gorilla in the room.
It seems so, and of course, our hated rivals in the AFC, made it back to the playoffs with a second-year quarterback. So
I did not want to see that.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And don't forget, you also have Bad Bunny. Shout out to Bad Bunny, who's going to be performing at the Super Bowl too as well.
What do we think about that? What do we think about Bad Bunny performing?
I'm not, in a negative space when it comes to Bad Bunny. I think the NFL is trying to find, superstars, megastars to come out there and perform at halftime. I'm sure people didn't want to see another Taylor Swift. Did Taylor Swift perform that? I don't know if you want to see another Taylor Swift performance. Or maybe they could have got Beyonce. Maybe they could have got somebody in that avenue. But who is big these days to perform at the Super Bowl? Like, back then, I mean, getting Prince was a big thing. Getting Jackson was a big thing. I mean, that's top of the line for the NFL. I think he's going to put on a good show. I know about one or two Bad Bunny songs, but then again, otherwise than that, it's like, and I'm ready for the commercials. You know what I'm saying? That Avengers Doomsday trailer is supposed to be popping. The new one coming out for Super Bowl. I'm ready to see that one. I'm ready to see, people put a lot of money into the advertisement with the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they do.
What's up, T-Will?
No, I said, yeah, they do. I'm agreeing with you. Yeah, right.
we gotta, break down some of these Super Bowl commercials that's getting ready.
What, 8 million? Is it 8 million for a slot?
It's up there because
probably more than that now.
Yeah,
it's up there.
It was definitely up there. I'm excited to see what commercials come out, but I know the Avengers. Of course, Marvel's going to have a big year this year. So Daredevil trailer just came out too as well. The new Spider-Man's dropping this year, so they might even shock some fans by putting out some more Marvel trailers. So we'll see that next week here on the NFL. Keith Simmons, did you guys see the report on MP9 ready to go in April? I know Zach Klein followed that up with a report saying he's probably going to be ready to go by week 1. So we'll see. Does he play in the preseason? I mean, that's one thing that we haven't seen in the past couple of years with some of our starters, but it's a new head coach now. So we will see. Don't rush Penix back. That's the thing for me. Just don't rush him back.
Don't rush him back.
I definitely want to put him in the preseason game.
Right. I mean, we're going to have to see him sometime in training camp or open to the public camp. I'm sure Eric Parker is going to be there. And myself and T Will. I mean, that's a 2-hour drive for you, but I'm sure T Will will be there too as well. But it's going down in a major way. Don't forget, Falcon fans, the question: thoughts on the head coach Kevin Stefanski? How are you feeling about the press conference? How are you feeling about him being the new hire? A lot of fans didn't talk with us last time we was live, but of course we're back here on One Time for the Fan, talking Falcons football. Georgia, Texas boy is in the chat with what's going on.
I saw his show the other day. Congratulations, Joe. And I subscribed, by the way, Georgia, Texas boy. I did.
Content creator, Georgia, Texas boy. So Georgia, Texas boy, what's going on? One Time for the Fan, Jack, T. Will, Eric, and Falcons family. The new era is here. Of course, Georgia, Texas boy has his content going right now, talking Falcons football. So Falcon fans, head on over to Georgia, Texas boys channel. Give him a like, share, subscribe. Tell him we said what's up whenever you're over there on the channel. And Georgia, Texas boy, we got to get you on this spring or summer, man. We got to get you on to talk some
Definitely
Falcons.
got to do it.
Definitely. One Time for the Fan, man. From the fan for the fan.
Started, so
okay.
We probably should drop a link, man, so people can.
Pull it up in the chat. Maz is in the chat. Big shout out to Maz. He said, I don't have to wait 2 years to say it. Stefanski should have been fired the moment he said he isn't calling plays. Maz is in the chat. The Tommy Reese, we haven't even talked, 39 minutes? We haven't even mentioned Tommy Reese yet.
You showing Stefanski the door already?
Because there are some fans who are concerned with the past 2 years, him relieving his play calling duties over to Ken Dorsey, relieving his play calling duties over to Tommy Reese. Fans are not too excited about the Tommy Reese pick. Of course, Matt Ryan said in the press conference that he's done his homework on Tommy Reese, speaking to previous coaches and previous players that's been around Tommy Reese. He said he's an experienced play caller. If I'm not mistaken, Matt Ryan said he's an experienced play caller, but the only thing he hasn't done yet in the NFL is call plays. So I guess we'll get a chance to see what he does here. I might have taken it. Wait, what Matt Ryan say? Matt Ryan said something along the lines of that, but I can't remember what it was. I might be wrong right there, but I know he said, he hasn't called plays with the Atlanta Falcons. That's what he was like. So you never know what Tommy Reese did a long time ago. with his former teams and the former coaches he's worked with. It's not working with Bijan. It's not working with Penix. It's not working with Drake London. So we can see a whole different version of Tommy Rees. So be prepared for that. Mateo's in the house. He said EP in the house. We went into NFC South with double-digit wins. Don't forget you have a two-time.
Hey, I dropped Georgia Texas Boys link in the chat, by the way. So if you guys
perfect.
You can see it, grab it, subscribe. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Jack.
No, man. No need to say sorry, brother. You know we're all in the family here. Two-time AP Coach of the Year, Kevin Stefanski. Let's see if he gets something with the Atlanta Falcons. I'd love to have a Coach of the Year here with the Falcons and make the playoffs too as well. Because once the Falcons are in the playoffs, you know we can make that run, Falcon fans. So let's just be prepared for it. Maggie T is here in the house. Shout out to Maggie T of AFN. Who's joining us Friday morning. Maggie T, I hope you're up now. Hope you're up early now. You know, we go live 9:30 now. So we need you in there, Maggie T. So just be prepared. Get the eggs and grits and bacon ready. Mateo said he said we putting our heads down and go to work. Also, he wanted to be here. He definitely sees great opportunity here. Belichick and Shanahan was once a losing Browns coach. So you see that
plus,
right there
with Reese. I mean, who did he have? Again, you know what makes a good coach? Good players, right? And let's be real. What did he have in Cleveland?
Judkins is no Bijan. Jerry Jeudy is no Drake London.
Right.
And even in Njoku, I mean, he's decent. Maybe I might be, I ain't gonna shoot myself in the foot here because I might be too biased when I say I'm just a diehard Falcons fan. Njoku over Pitts. Would you take Njoku over Pitts right now?
I would not. Well,
I'm not.
It depends on the price. If I could get a Njoku for $7 million,
because can he do the Kyle Pitts things that
probably
Kyle Pitts
can't? Probably can't. But he's a solid blocker and he's a good receiver and he's tall as all get out.
Right.
I mean, look, Kyle Pitts is a unicorn.
Kyle Pitts in that Bucs game shows y'all what Kyle Pitts can do when you let Kyle Pitts be Kyle Pitts.
Right. But
that Bucs game showed the fans like, whoa.
Yeah.
Who is this Kyle Pitts? Who is this number 8? We ain't seen him in all these years. Yeah. He was there. We can say Zach Robinson.
He's going to cost you $15 million. Right?
Hey, money talks, man. Money talks.
I know, I get it, but you're looking at Caden Ellis. You're looking at Tyler, which we all agree you're not going to re-sign. You're looking at Drake coming up in 27.
The 27 move is to be worried about in 27, especially the way that these numbers.
I would not let him get to free agency, sir.
I don't think Drake London is going to touch free agency. I think the Falcons know better when it comes to Drake London. You have to get these guys going. But your biggest 2 free agents this year is Caden Ellis and Kyle Pitts. Am I right? I mean, who else is there that we need to look at to think about bringing back, I guess, a long term here? Because
you need 2 receivers, bro.
Well,
you gotta
remember the receiver market. We saw the cap the other day with the Sport Track with the receivers. Your top 2 receivers that's going to be getting paid is going to be your Deebo Samuels and your George Pickens. Everybody else you can get for a decent price. The Kendrick Bournes, even the guy from San Francisco, the Boudier, whatever his name is, Alec Pierce, like some of these guys that you can get as a number 2 if you're not going to draft one. You're not going to overthrow the bank as some of these guys. You're even looking at tight ends, even looking at corners. The market this year, I think, is favorable for the Falcons. Even they don't have $100 million like the Titans, but you can get some key players. Even your 1-year deal guys you can bring in can really boost this team.
Well, if you get rid of Kirk, I think you're gonna have $50 million, so you can make some moves.
Well, you got to get rid of Mooney. I think you got to restructure AJ, and you got to restructure Lindstrom. Matt Ryan being in the office, got to call his buddy Jake Matthews and say, "Hey, Jake, we love you, man. We know it's coming down the end of the road, but a couple mil could help us out here and there." You know what I'm saying? There's a couple players you can go and work on. Who's to say that Bijan wouldn't do something like that as rookie contract? We don't want that to happen, but there's a couple players that you can look at and say, "Hey, we can make that happen." Georgia Texas Boy says, I think my favorite part of the presser was when Matt Ryan laid out the vision for the franchise.
Yeah, I like that. But I really like when somebody said, "Welcome to Atlanta," and Matt Ryan was like, "Where the players play." It was perfect. Right. It was perfectly done. If you don't see that, if you see any part of that press conference, go to that, because he said, "You meant where the players play?"
I mean,
And
Matt
I was
has
like,
been
what?
here for X amount of years. He has to know those lyrics. I mean, I'm sure he probably doesn't just
yeah.
get in the car and ride around to Ludacris and Jermaine Dupri every day. But if he does, big shout out to Matt Ryan. I like when they mentioned the restaurants that they were going to go look for. And I think he mentioned Busy Bee. Steak mentioned Busy Bee, which is across the street down there at Mercedes-Benz. And, a 3-for-1, go out there and get a certain type of meal that is served at Busy Bee. So it's good that Kevin Stefanski gets tapped in with the culture here in Atlanta, whether it be on the food side.
Have you been to Busy Bee?
I have not been to Busy Bee. There's a lot of places in Atlanta I need to get to, man. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people that have been there, and of course it's they've recommended it being some good food, but I have not. Eric, you been to Busy Bees in Atlanta?
Nah, if I did, I don't remember.
Okay. Eric having those days, man. I tell you.
He was drinking that night. He doesn't remember.
Yeah, I absolutely could have been there and don't remember being there.
Big shot. And if it was during market hours, Eric is probably parked there real quick just to put the last couple of shares in or
gotta make this freaking trade.
Yeah, make those trades. D. Craig is in the chat. Oh, here comes Craig. Warmer weather means Jack is cutting grass and raking leaves just to make enough money for the internet or the stream. Oh, John Moreno, if we have a worse season this year with the talent we have, then what? One and done?
That is a good question. But
I mean, we do our question segment toward the end of the podcast, but John Moreno has a good one here, T. Will. So if you want to speak on that, Eric, if you want to speak on that, one and done, if it's Kevin, if it's Matt Ryan, the fan base, you already know what's going to happen with the fan base if we don't have a good season.
LBB is the guest, so go ahead, LBB.
What's the question?
If we have a worse season this year with the talent that we have, then what? One and done? With Kevin Stefanski, I'm guessing.
I don't think it's one and done. Because I mean, first of all, look at the schedule this year. It doesn't look like the schedule last year. It looked like we got a harder schedule this year. But we still going 17-0, so we're not having the worst season.
You can't ask Eric about losing or having bad seasons or anything. Eric is on a level of this is what the Falcons are going to do because we're going to be better than we were last year. T-Will, the question goes to you for John Moreno. Kevin Stefanski, I think one and done for maybe the fan base because you know how this fan base is. They don't give coaches enough time unless, we're having a winning season. But John Moreno has a question for you, T-Will.
If it were because of injuries, if the Falcons had a season like the Braves did last year where their entire pitching staff was injured, then, okay. But if it's not injury related, if it's just we're not playing well enough and not effort, to quote the great Carey, that's nasty work, man. I don't know. I mean, I dare not even consider that because I think we have the talent to get it done. I really do. I could see us winning 9 games. I could see us winning 10 games. I could see us winning 11 games.
You can see us winning 17 games, T-Will?
We'll talk about it.
He will. He will.
When we get to 16-0, we'll have a conversation about it, man. We'll maybe even at 15-0, we'll talk about it. But
that's them before every game.
Oh my God. Anyway, whatever. But that I don't know, man. That with the talent that we have, and even though we may be losing Algier, and I hate that we are losing Algier, I really do. I think if you can keep Kyle Pitts, and you still got Drake, and you still got Bijan, then you have your own set of triplets. Mm-hmm. You get somebody in there to work with Michael Penix, you get Michael Penix, you get a decent backup in there. Mm-hmm. Okay. We've got the offensive know-how. We got a Hall of Fame offensive line coach. So I am confident that this team should be able to win the games that they should win.
Still have Jeff Albrecht, still have Nate Ali.
Yes, you do. And the knock on this team has been that they literally played down to their competition. I don't think we're going to see that under Kevin Stefanski. Right. I don't. Make no mistake about it. The Cleveland Browns team that he left had nowhere near the talent that this team does. Nowhere near. And one thing that we know about Kevin Stefanski is if you give him a talented team, he can win. He has done it twice. He did it with Cleveland. They hadn't been to playoffs in like 20-something years. And not only did they go, but they won a playoff game. So,
which he did not coach because he had COVID.
I'm simply saying he got
I know.
All I'm saying is it is more likely that we win 10 games than that we lose 10.
Right.
Which we would have to do to be worse than this year. So I will confidently say that we will win at least 9 to 10 games. I feel good about that.
And this is before all the roster moves are being made, too. We haven't even got to March 13th. We haven't even touched the salary cap. And T was feeling like a 9-10 win team just because of the head coach. His level is a 6. When he said earlier, well, if you're, between a 1 through 10, what's your level, T Wood? 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. He gave it a 6. For his level of coach of his excitement for Kevin Stefanski, but he's giving Kevin Stefanski about 9 or 10 wins just off of his coaching habits, his tradition, of course, being in Cleveland, what he's done with a team that's not as talented as the Atlanta Falcons, but what we have here: James Pierce Jr., Xavier Watts, Jalen Walker, AJ Terrell, Drake London. Even if you do keep Kyle Pitts, of course, Michael Penix coming back too as well.
Jesse Banks.
What's your boy name? Holy Devil, Devon Diablo. You got a couple.
Devon Diablo, man.
There's some pieces here. There's some pieces I think.
It's definitely some pieces. Yeah. My daddy always used to say a good coach can take his team and beat your team and then turn around and take your team and beat his team. Now,
right.
I don't know what all that means, but I know that if you give Kevin Stefanski good talent, he can win. And this to me, this team needed some discipline. Right.
So what you're saying is, if you give Kevin Stefanski lemons, he can make lemonade with Atlanta. But when you gave him lemons in Cleveland, he made orange juice. Is that what you're saying?
No, you didn't give him lemons. You gave. I'm gonna be careful. You gave him 16-day-old lettuce. So it wasn't a whole lot you could do with that.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't even put that on a sandwich.
And just going off what.
He actually went to the playoffs with the lettuce too, though.
Right.
He went one of those seasons with 4 different quarterbacks.
Well, right. The Flacco one, wasn't it?
I'm talking about the last 2 years, Eric. I'm talking about the last 2 years.
I don't care about that. I'm talking about.
I'm giving you a justification, Eric.
You wanted to throw your D. Will moment in there.
It's not a D. Will moment.
You don't even realize when you're doing it. You do it.
I'm not even doing it.
Will, I need D.
I'm not even doing it. You know what? It's a word we like to call reality. Anyway,
and don't forget he had a Pro Bowl quarterback last year too in Shadir Sanders. So
oh my God, stop it! Do you know what Shadur's PFF score was?
It was tough.
It was 44. Okay, you know what? I'm not even going to do
even going off what Eric said with the schedule. I'm not going to look at it like how fans look at some of these teams. Oh, we played the Chiefs. Oh man, we play the Ravens. Oh no, we play the Bengals with Joe Burrow. We don't know how these teams look. It's January.
We don't.
I remember in the past, we used to be nervous and scared of those teams because you hear the name. Oh my God, this team's coming to town. They score a lot of points. Remember the Chiefs game? We lost because the ref didn't call the pass interference in the end zone. Kyle Pitts could have scored that touchdown. That was game over against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
We went down to Philly the week before and smacked up Philly.
That was so
Patriots. We beat the Rams, beat the Bills.
Yeah. And honestly, you got to the Berlin game against the Colts, who were 8-2. They didn't make the playoffs. That same 8-2 team didn't make the playoffs.
And look at the Patriots from last year. The Patriots won like 5 games last year. They're going to the Super Bowl. So you don't know what iteration of a team you're going to get when you look at the schedule. It's all an educated guess, but you don't know. You don't know how they're gonna. You don't know who's going to catch fire. You just don't.
Right. So. Nando's in the chat. I'm at a 6.
What up, Nando?
I need to average 27.1 per game for me to push it to a 9. I know what this defense is going to do, barring injuries. And don't forget, injuries is a part of the game. We've seen it before with players from our team, players from across the league. Josh Allen, who was dealing with a situation with the Bills where he could make it to the Super Bowl. You don't have Lamar, who's giving you trouble in the past. You don't have Pat Mahomes who's giving you trouble in the past. You don't have doggone Joe Burrow who's giving you trouble in the past. And Josh Allen still doesn't make the Super Bowl over there with the Buffalo Bills, and they fire the head coach. Pamela Johnson's in the chat. My expectations is winning the NFC South and playoff berth. Once in the playoffs, anything happens. You saw Houston too as well. Houston has been there the past couple of times with their new head coach, CJ Stroud, doing the best he can to not throw interceptions. But look up, he just threw another one. Mateo's in the chat. Mateo's in the chat. Harbaugh took NY because of the draft capital and them having.
He's got the yips. You think he's got the yips?
Who? CJ?
CJ.
I think he's just a young quarterback, just in a playoffs. Ain't no joke, man. Playoffs ain't no week 3. You feel what I'm saying? Some of those interceptions was like, what are you throwing? What are you doing?
Looked like donkey hooters. Bro, he was terrible. Do you think like there's some guys that the pressure gets to them, right?
So do you think Josh Allen got the yips? He's been there 7 straight years.
Josh Allen didn't look like Stroud.
Right.
Okay, let's be clear. Josh Allen competed.
Right.
Okay. His line didn't look like that neither, though.
You said who?
His offensive line didn't look like that either, though.
Neither did those 2 receivers on that final drive dropping those key passes to help move the game.
But oh my God, man, CJ was terrible. I mean, I don't know, man. I know that it happens sometimes, right? It happens, but it's weird. Like he had 2 very bad performances back to back. He had like 5 fumbles in the game before that.
Yeah, the Steelers game was tough. And actually, the Steelers put it on themselves because Aaron Rodgers was playing bad, right?
You know how bad you got to be to lose to a team that fumbled the ball 5 times,
right?
Like anyway. Whatever. I'm just saying.
Thoughts on new head coach Kevin Stefanski, man? We're going over these comments right now. It's great to hear from everybody. T-Will, we love doing this podcast.
We do.
Sunday nights at 8, Wednesday nights at 8, Friday mornings
at 9 a.m.
for the fan.
And at 9 a.m. ish,
around that time. Jack. It's definitely it's before lunch. We'll say that. Breakfast is before lunch.
9 a.m. ish, Jack.
Whenever Jack wakes up, like Carrie would say, whenever Jack wakes up.
Carrie was taking shots at you last night, just so you know. She was like, whenever Jack wakes up.
Well, remember, we had our phone call beforehand, and Carrie said, Jack, don't get in there and troll me on this podcast. I'm with the ladies. I said, I'm not going to troll you.
And Jack, and you know what? Jack has been trolling Carrie for the last 2 weeks. I don't know what the hell, Jack. I don't know.
I'm not trolling Carrie.
Oh my God!
When we have a conversation,
trolling her yesterday.
If I feel differently about how she feels, then it's not a troll. God. Eric Parker can say, "Hey, we're winning by 3." I can say we're winning by 2, and we won the game by 1. It's not an argument. I just felt differently about it. That's
you guys see this? Jack is a pot stirrer. He's a pot stirrer.
That's the one that stirred the pot there with all this snitching.
Hey man,
first you calling on Kerry, then you trying to tell on Jack now.
I love Terry calling me.
I'm gonna need you to get on my team, Eric. Okay, damn it, I need you to realize who team you are. Okay, thank you. Anyway, whatever.
Stop snitching.
I think you forgot.
Strapped up said, "I'm a 10." He said, I'm a 10. Pause. Strapped up. I'm a 10. I think Kevin will turn this team around, especially with MP coming back sooner than expected. Falcon fans, I hope y'all are ready to see MP9 back in the building here. It's going to be great to have, Michael Penix back under center with a new offensive coordinator. I think what's his name? Zach Robinson situation just went downhill pretty fast. But I remember at one point we were swag surfing at 6-3. Remember that? Remember we was in the bins? Eric, you was over there. I saw Eric look at Eric over there. You row 16 over this swag surfing. But yeah, man, it's going down. What Mateo said, T will switch to a Falcons hat so we know it's real. Oh shit. Chad is calling out T-Will. Not on here with a Falcons hat.
Mateo.
Eric came on here with the Falcon chain, the Falcon jersey.
Mateo, what are we doing, Mateo? What are we doing? I'm just saying. What are we doing, Mateo? What are we doing?
Mateo, T-Will said, don't call him out like that, boy. Don't call him out. He Falcon down somewhere.
I thought we was friends, Mateo. What are you doing? Hold on. Same team.
You probably thought the A stood for Alabama.
You ever seen those A hats from the gas station? The one that got you can know it's Alabama.
Do
Like,
not
that's not
join
Atlanta.
him. Do not join in with his foolishness, Jack. Do not encourage him. Don't
Boy,
you do it. Don't you do it. Do not do that.
Say, man, I just want to win, man. And Matt, I trust. Hey, your boy Deezy, man.
Hey, man, so this chair I got is basically gone. So I got to prop it up with the hydraulics. And then when I sit down really hard on it, it just goes down anyway.
Hey, yo.
Bruh.
You gotta say no Diddy, bro. You're not a YN. That's right. You still
pause. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta say pause, man. You see, strapped up. Look, your boy strapped up came in and said, "I'm gonna tell you pause." He had to say that real quick. You gotta say, "Yo,
I'm talking about
yourself around these
YNs going
man.
down." I'm talking about the chair going. You guys have dirty mind. I'm talking about the chair going down.
See, well, we got rid of Rich McKay, 17-0 every season. You think we got rid of Rich McKay?
Hey, man, you cannot kill that dude, man. I tell you what, after a nuclear, I'm not even gonna say that. You better. Can't, he's not going.
Mateo, are you in the group chat? You're not in the group chat, are you? It's him, Matt, Kevin, and Arthur.
Yep. He's not going anywhere, bro. He's like Senator Palpatine on Star Wars. He's not going anywhere.
Where did they have the press conference the other day? Where was it at? Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Rich McKay's over stadium operations. They had to call him over the door.
He's not going in. He's the emperor. Rich McKay is the emperor.
In Rich McKay's backyard.
That's right. He's the emperor. He's not going anywhere, buddy.
Right.
Plus, I mean, who are we going to get to do the salary cap?
Even if you get him totally out of the building, you talking about Arthur Blank's best friend. He's not going nowhere.
He's not.
Years. You think for 1 second somebody who's a friend of somebody for 20 plus years is going to say, "All right, talk to you later, guys." It doesn't just work like that, especially on the business side of things.
That's like if me and Eric ran a team. You think I'm going to fire my brother? Man, y'all will all get the finger. My brother's with me forever.
Y'all don't even see how much me, T. Will, and Carrie and everybody talk when we're offline. You probably be like, "Where's Carrie?" Well, we just talked to her about an hour ago. Right. So it's like,
we do.
Just imagine on a business side of things where Rich would be.
Exactly.
Rich is in the chat. Right
my brother, whatever. I get it. I really get, because it's especially at Arthur's level. It's not a whole lot of people out here you can trust, man.
Right.
Not a whole lot.
Arthur is a business guy. So when it comes to that type of who do I trust?
Right.
Who do I run to?
Oh God.
Talking about that boy Rick.
I think the position for Southern Silk has been filled, Jack. I mean, you can apply, but I think it's been filled, sir. I'm just saying.
D.O. said, "What's up, y'all? Feeling better on my end after this week. Still a little concerned with the Reese play calling. Will the run game be live, lit, and going down in a major way in the more diverse scheme?"
Oh, that's an obvious Jack Spade reference, that's right?
My boy
there.
DL, big shout out to DL.
I can dig it, man. I can dig it.
I'm with what he's saying. I mean, he did say that there's going to be, a lot of what he wants to put into the major scheme this year. And of course, when you're talking to the players, if I remember correctly, even back in my time, like playing football, like you kind of go with what works. Like, I'm not taking away certain plays that got Bijan first downs on, certain stretch plays or certain counter plays. You just try to find different ways to add to it. Bill Callahan being in the building with that offensive line, what he can do. Tommy Reese, especially as a brand new OC, like in this new scheme, like not in this new scheme with a new team, I can see Tommy Reese going to Bijan and saying, "Bijan, what was working for you last year? Drake London, what was working for you last year? Let's try to add to it. Let's keep what you guys had going. We don't want to mess up a good thing, but we're going to make it even better." And I think that's where Kevin Stefanski comes in. Of course, a guy like Clint Kubiak would have opened this playbook up in a Shanahan type of style, but Kevin Stefanski's not far from that. And I'm telling you, Clint Kubiak and Kevin Stefanski was on the same team a couple years ago with a guy named Kirk Cousins, who threw over 96 touchdowns and 20 interceptions at that time. Kirk a little bit different, a little bit younger, didn't have the
96 touchdowns in one season?
96 touchdowns in the 3 seasons that he was there.
Oh, okay. I was giving it
Kevin Stefanski and Clint Kubiak.
That's the best season
ever.
Hey,
did you see that?
What?
Bronny.
He scored?
Yeah. Just bust the
Damn, I
three.
should have took 0.5 on Bronny, man. Damn, I should have took 0.5. They're down 20-something points.
This game wasn't important. Nobody cares.
They getting smacked at home by Cleveland right now.
That is big of you to say, Eric. I'm surprised you didn't put something out there.
Bronny in
Like
the playoffs.
We're not at home.
that is big of you to say. I'm surprised.
Nana said I stand behind the logo's choice some kind of way. They knew that. Go ahead, T-Will.
No, go ahead, bro. You good?
T-Will, you there? No,
Yeah, I'm
there,
here.
brother. I know you're getting ready to call out Eric on something. I heard you say it.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
You getting ready to call him out? Call him out.
You
Call
don't
him
want to
out.
do that.
I forgot what I was gonna say. I forgot. It was funny, but I forgot, man. Go ahead. You good? You got it. You good?
Keisha Posey's in the chat. Y'all getting Dylan Gabriel. We getting Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel.
Keisha, what you talking about?
Keisha,
Keisha Posey, what you talking about?
Keisha. What you talking
Keisha?
about, Keisha?
What?
What you talking about, Keisha?
Oh,
What you
my
talking
God.
about, Keisha?
Come on, Keisha. Don't say that now.
Make that
the QB
Arnold
coming
face.
to the
What you
ATL.
talking about, Keisha?
Huh?
What you talking about, Keisha?
The quarterback coming to the ATL, the old man Flacco. Hey, if he's good being a backup, right now it's looking like Penix might
I'm
be
all
the
right
guy
with
going
Flacco.
forward.
I'm okay with Flacco.
Flacco
Hey,
helped
man.
take Kevin Stefanski to the playoffs a couple years ago. So
I'm okay with Flacco.
We'll
Let's
see.
do it.
Iron Mike,
can
we can win
slang that
10 games
thing.
with Iron Mike said we can win 10 games with Ritter and these offensive weapons. Sheesh.
With Ritter.
That's tough.
I love
That's
this.
tough. Don't tell Kiki that. DL on the DL. Who's y'all leading picks for Algier's replacement? Have to
I
let
don't
it go.
even know, man. You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing what's his name? God, went to Georgia, but my chair's
Nick
doing
Chubb?
it again. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Chubb. I would not
Nick
mind seeing
Chubb, if he can stay healthy, will be one to watch for.
Yeah, you probably get him for cheap. I mean, you still got to draft somebody, but you probably can get him for cheap. But bring him in on third down or whatever, and 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1. Big.
You know what's funny? Nathan Carter, who still might be around this season, wasn't too bad. And if you have a coach like Kevin Stefanski, who's a run-heavy type of guy, and he's following the role of Bijan, following the lead after Bijan, if you're in that situation where you have to pull a Tevin Coleman or an Anton Smith type of role, then just be ready and be set to go when it's time to get your name called.
Is he going to be available in the 2nd round?
No, Nathan Carter's still on the team. He was with the team last year. That was the 3rd string running back.
Oh, I'm thinking about Georgia. My bad.
And Carlos Washington has still been at a bat. As many years as Carlos Washington has been on this practice squad, does Kevin Stefanski look at him and say, "Hey, man, you've been over here for like 4 years on the practice squad. Let's see what you can actually do this year."
That, my friend, is unrequited love.
Hey,
that's unrequited. That's like
head
Chris
coach is
Blair.
going to look at all his players. He's going to look at everybody. Guess who else is back? Chris Blair's back on the practice squad too as well. Aren't we talking about needing receivers? Chris Blair was one of the good ones back in preseason. Stayed the whole season too as well. Only dressed out twice during the year, but that was maybe a Raheem Morris, Zach Robinson, T.J. Yates type of thing. Not saying it's a Kevin Stefanski, Robert Quinn, the new wide receivers coach type of thing. Maybe they see the blessing in Chris Blair this year.
Man, I hope so, man. I hope he at least gets a shot. Hey, Craig was asking when the new uniforms are going to be here. I think it's April. Craig,
it's supposed to be April, or I would say around end of April, May.
April 26th.
April
26th, yeah. So I'm guessing they're going to be on sale somewhere around the 27th, 28th, going into the May time too as well.
Now, I'm excited about that.
I can't wait.
That I'm on 10 about. I am super excited about our new uniforms because I got a feeling they're going to go back, and I'm just I'm so excited.
Big Low Country Man's here. Big shout out to Big Low Country.
What up, Low?
What the world, bro?
On the panel. What the world, Bo? Big shout out to Big Low.
What up, Low?
In here talking Falcons football. All the Falcon fans in here saying what's up to Big Low. He's a celebrity too as well. Let us pray sports. 1141 is in
Let us pray. What's going on, man?
Big shout out to Let Us Pray here talking Falcons football with us too as well. John Moreno said we need money for a roster. Kirk, Pitts, Mooney, Algier, all gone. Kirk, you can see it. I ain't gonna say nothing about Kirk because Kevin Stefanski coached with him a couple years ago. So I'm gonna just look at Kirk as yes, he's probably gonna get cut by the March 11th, March 13th, June 1st, around that area. Is he going to come back? I don't even know the extensive injury of Michael Penix when he's saying he's going to be ready week 1. What does Kevin Stefanski know? What does Arthur Blank know? If Michael Penix said he's doing this, that, and the third, I'll take his word for it. But the doctors have to clear him too as well. You got to get a solid backup. You heard what T. Will said. You got to get a solid backup. We don't know what could happen.
The man's doing squats.
What did he say?
He said the man's doing squats right now in the gym.
Right now, at this moment. Squat.
We'll see. I'm not downing it. I know he did say he'll be ready to go by week 1. I want to just see the timeline of how this is going to play out because we're 6 months away from week 1, 7 months away from week 1. So there's still a lot of time for him to get back to 100%. So let's just see.
Terry can't do a squat right now.
Damn.
With his knees.
That's tough, Terry.
First of all,
he had no knee injury. He can't do a squat without the weight.
Respectful. That is disrespectful.
It's true.
That is disrespectful. I'm doing a squat right now in this damn chair that you
exactly
down. I'm doing a squat. Damn it. That is disrespectful.
I think he'll be back week 1.
I mean, he could be. I
see a lot of people in the chat here talking about Tommy Rees. Eric, I got to ask you, man. Tommy Rees, bro. Fans are not too excited about that, knowing that the Falcons did interview a couple other passing game coordinators and a couple people that could have been the offensive coordinator before bringing in Tommy Rees. But some fans are saying it seems like the same old buddy. You're bringing somebody from the Browns. Buddy.
I think he's more so bringing somebody in that knows his system.
Right.
I mean, he's working with them. And then there's the thing of, you get some coaches that give the offensive coordinator credit whether they're calling the plays or not. Remember Andy Reid doing that all them years.
I just did one squat, Eric.
Oh my God, T. Will. You should have soloed that out. You should have soloed that out.
Look how he had to use both hands to get up off the ground after. Did you see him grab the desk to get up?
What are you doing now though? Because the squat is over. Like, what are you doing now?
He's still trying to get up from the squat.
Hey man,
my fat ass down. Whatever, Eric.
We're gonna add that to the content creator Olympics. Eric, now that you're a content creator because you're over there with T. Will, we got to add you to the content creator Olympics. So I hope you're in the gym. I hope you're preparing for this ass whooping that's coming up this year because we have a lot of events in the content creator Olympics. One seems to be the squat rack. Another one seems to be bench press. Another one seems to be the 40, 60, and 100-yard dash. T. Will, you might want to sit yourself out.
I still got that video from where I tackled you at training camp last year.
I'm going to whoop his ass in spades. How about that? I can't wait for that.
Seems like spades in phase 1 is a part of the content creator Olympics too as well. I got to play T. Will in a game of basketball to 21. Eric, have you seen T. Will's basketball skills? Because he was talking some trash the other day, like, "Oh, Jack, I'll spot you 3, I'll spot you 4." You might not know who he's playing with right now. You look like, hey man, I ain't no Tracy McGrady boy. I get you.
Did you hear how angry he sounds when he says the word spades? I bet he hates to read your last name on Facebook.
Oh snap! Because Kerry was agreeing with him, and A1 was agreeing with him. Like, yeah, I can't wait to see T. Will beat Jack in a game of basketball. I'm over here like, bro, I'm gonna put like 30 up on T. Will. What the fuck y'all talking about?
I wouldn't even finish the game. I wouldn't even finish the game, bro. I'm just saying.
I saw T. Will make that catch back at the Family Fun Day when we had all the fan clubs out there. You made a crazy catch in some jeans.
I did the Parkers proud, Eric. You'd be proud.
Yeah. It was Eric. He was going downhill to a point where if the ball would have went past T. Will, it would have went downhill into the parking lot of the next park that area where people were pulling up with their cars. T. Will made a spectacular catch by the prickly bushes over there. I'm surprised T. Will was able to hold his ground. He toe drag swagged that line over there too as well
Really
in some
avoided busting
jeans.
my ass.
90 something degree weather, and he's over there with a book bag on too as well. I was like,
Yeah. And you know what else? I did not make another catch after that, Eric. Because it was
yeah, he was like, I'm gonna sit this one out, guys. He said, when you guys playing spades? That was his next question. When you guys playing spades?
Yeah, it was. Hey, you got to know your limitations, Jack. You got to know your limitations. All right.
Big Little Country heard you make that catch. He over there like, man, I used to be like that back in high school. That was me.
You know what?
That was me, Bo.
I think Country can still give you that work, Bo.
Country, I ain't gonna lie. Country gave me a tackle last year at camp. Berto threw me a pass, and I caught the ball. And next thing I know, Country was like, boom, boy, he rocked me. I said, God damn, Country, I ain't out here playing football, man. What the hell?
Let me tell you something. I was joking about lining up. Big Low said, hey, man, if I get up there, you ain't gonna get by me. And I was like, you know what? You got it. You got
Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. We're giving our thoughts on Kevin Stefanski. We're going through the chat. We love reading the comments from the chat so much that even Carrie is here to help us read some of the comments as well.
What's
21 Carrie's in the building. What's up, 21 Carrie?
I'm fashionably late.
In a good way. In a good way, Carrie.
I couldn't miss it. Eric Parker's here, so I had to show up.
Hey,
especially since he came on the camera with the hood up and the shades on.
Yeah, I had it on for you.
I feel outnumbered now because now you got the T, C, and E show. Is that what it is? I mean, is it the T, Will, Eric, and Carrie show? I'm just by myself. I'm just old, lonely old Jack.
We all started on One Time for the Fan, Jack.
I feel you. But now you guys got the T Will show, you got the E show, you got the
It's
Carrie
like a
show.
coaching tree. You should look at yourself like the Kubiak Shanahan starting on the coaching tree. We got to branch off from Jack Spade.
They don't start with anybody.
You doing a solo podcast last night with the Lady Birds. I'm sure she got that check too as well. Okay, we didn't see that check yet.
Eric, Jack Spade, you are who Raheem Morris wanted to be when he came
Oh
to
my gosh.
Boom. A legacy. A legacy.
Auntie Pam in the chat. Mateo's in the chat. 82 Money. Carlo in the chat. Let's see. Jeremiah Williams said, I'm ready. Billy Bowman, Watts, Score TD, Walker Pierce, man's going down. Big shout out to Jeremiah Williams in the chat. Megan said, Bama emoji with the poo face. God, not too many Bama fans in here. If you're talking SEC football, you're talking dogs, baby. You're talking Georgia dogs.
Go Dogs. Where's Auburn in the SEC? I'm just kidding. Like, where are they?
What did they say about your team?
Where's Auburn?
What did they say about Bama? What did they say about his team?
I just want to know where Auburn is. That's all.
The same place y'all are.
I just want to know where Auburn is. I mean, we won 2 back-to-back championships, Eric.
What'd you do this year?
It doesn't matter. We finished better than you. I know that. We were better than you.
Hey, now. We should have never went for it on 4th and 9. I tell you that right now against Ole Miss. We should have never did that. We should have punted that ball. We should have never tried to kick that 57-yard field goal too as well on 4th and 3 in the second half. Should have just went for it right there. But I'm not Kirby Smart.
On the 30-yard line, we shouldn't have done. But whatever.
Let us pray. So Stefanski's on record saying Gary Kubiak helped shape the way he looks at the offense. Too bad we couldn't just hire Kubiak. He's too old. But if only Kubiak had a genius OC for a son. Let us pray. Carrie, your thoughts about the Kubiak situation? Should we have waited for Clint Kubiak, knowing that we got Kevin Stefanski? Perfectly fine with it. But what do you think Matt Ryan was going to wait, Carrie, for Clint Kubiak? Because a lot of other teams are not waiting for Clint Kubiak as well.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I've already accepted that we weren't going to wait for him. And quite frankly, if they don't win the Super Bowl, he might want to run it back and stay in Seattle anyway. So I'm really not hung up on it at this point because, like you said, nobody else is trying to wait around. Like, we're not trying to wait around for the next best thing. We got to go find who's our guy. So
Right.
I'm not just trying to wait around for you. You got to make up your mind. Do you want me or not?
Right.
Ooh, 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 wee. All
Hey, is
right,
that what? Hey, is that what you tell? Is that what you tell your guy when he's
don't you do it, Jack. Don't you do it.
when
Actually,
he's
this
not
is why I
returning
don't
the
even
text?
joke like this on here because then I know somebody's gonna be in the comments, "Where do I
Yup.
live?" or something.
Where do
So
you
I can't
live?
even accept
What's
that.
your phone number?
Someone's over there like, who is that? I never seen Carrie on the show
I
before.
need you to wait on me.
No,
It's
but in
crazy.
all seriousness, I didn't mean for it to go that way, but it was starting to sound that way. That's why I said that. But because it's in all seriousness, is like, yeah, we don't want to wait around on somebody, and you don't even
Right.
know for sure. I mean, they did have an interview with them. Maybe they didn't like what he had to say. Maybe
Right.
he didn't sound like he was all in. He technically is still employed. You got to think about it. His focus is on Seattle, and Seattle really only winning that Super Bowl.
Right.
Um,
Not even that. Look at his record before Seattle. Was he wasn't he the coordinator
The Saints.
in yeah, what the
Wasn't
offense looked
wasn't the
like then?
hottest coaching candidate back then too as well. People wasn't calling for Clint Kubiak back then.
No, you looking at him with Seattle.
Right.
So is it him or is it Seattle?
Yeah.
Then
And
again, it
that
yeah,
seems
and I
like
think
fans
defense,
just
they
want to
that
ride the
defense
wave
is a
too as well.
monster, man.
I think
So
they really wanted a proven coach too. So
Yeah,
like
that's another
somebody who has
thing.
experience.
You have no
Yeah,
idea where he's going to be as a head coach. You're looking at him as a coordinator with Seattle,
that's
not
correct.
even a coordinator with somebody else with less talent than Seattle.
That's
I've said
correct.
it before. Some coordinators are just better off being coordinators. You put them in a head coaching role, and it's like, don't
Yeah.
know what they got going on. Proven head coaches, people that's been in those situations before, they kind of their rhythm is a little bit different than just being a coordinator versus
Mhm.
being a head coach. And I'm sure Matt looked at it and said, Stefanski is the best fit for what we want here in Atlanta. But then don't get mad at one time for the fan because we didn't go out to Clint Kubiak. You might want to email the Falcons because that's a Matt Ryan decision.
Plus,
wait,
Big shout out to
was somebody
everybody.
mad
we,
today or no?
we
No,
would
no,
have
no.
no
Nobody's
Oh,
mad.
leverage.
just
Not
that
not like the
one
first
show.
day. Oh
Oh,
my
just
God. Not like the
that
first day.
was whoa. Like we were thrown to the wolves or something that episode.
Right.
That oh my
People came on
god,
attacking any podcaster that
that
came on
was
and said Kevin Stefanski is the new head coach. We
Yeah,
didn't make the announcement. The
we would
Falcons
we
did.
would have we would have no
it's
leverage,
bad.
right? So
Right.
let's say you do wait. Let's say you do wait, and it's you, the Cardinals, and who's the other sucky team?
The Raiders.
The Raiders, right? Which obviously the Falcons are the prize, but again, now you've limited yourself to just Kevin Stefanski because
Right.
everybody else is signed.
Right.
So it's either him or some dude that has 2 years in junior college somewhere, and you don't have any other choices.
And
And if
some of the
you
best
get him,
hires went quickly right after Stefanski.
correct,
Some of the good
correct,
hires went straight
right,
out the door.
correct. So sometimes it's like, look, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's like if you're interviewing for a job and one job has offered you the salary and it's decent, right? But there's another one that you just love. Maybe it's 5,000-10,000 more, but they're just taking their time and we'll call you back. Look, at a certain point, you got to make a decision. You got to do what you got to do, right? And
Arthur Smith had to go to Ohio State. He was like, F this. I'm getting up out of here. I'm going to college.
Amen. Those bills will not pay themselves, sir. Okay?
Right.
Those bills will not pay themselves. Mr. Gas Man, Mr. Power Man, Mr. Mortgage Man does not care about your circumstances, one Arthur Smith. So if you got to go to Ohio State to make sure that those ends meet, then as my mother used to say, so be it, T. Will.
21 Carey, I'm glad you're here. Christy Lewis is in the chat. She said the Ladybirds of AFN's in the house. Auntie Pam is in here. Maggie T is in here too as well. I believe big shout to Stina B, who was talking Falcons football with you last night. They had you as a special guest over on the Ladybirds channel of AFN. How was the podcast last night, Carey? Who was in the chat listening to you talk Falcons in a positive way? But
Oh,
how
I
are you
saw
feeling
you
over
with
there?
the eyes in the chat. I saw you with the eyes.
No
But
trolling, just talking
no.
Falcons football with
Thank you
Carey.
for that. No, it was great. Like honestly, it was so nice to not just be the only female for once, right? I'm so used to just being the only girl with all these men. It's like, wow, this is refreshing. Just all women for once. Like I thoroughly enjoyed it, honestly, and I felt seen and heard, and I had a great time. And I'd love to be back on the show with them again in the future. and I'd love, to have them on the show. I know we're gonna have Maggie T on Friday, so it was
Mhm.
great, and I'm really thankful that they gave me the opportunity to talk Falcons with them.
Pamela Johnson has a question here in the chat for everybody. We're going to get to the Matt Ryan topic here in just a second. I just love talking with the chat. Who do we think is going to be the quarterback coach? A lot of names of the GM situation. Of course, they brought in a new special teams coach. They brought in a new wide receivers coach. They kept Nate Ali and Jeff Ulbrich here. Any word about the quarterback coach?
Matt Ryan.
Sheesh. I mean, have we heard anything about the Falcons bringing the quarterback coach? Like any interviews, anybody who could be a candidate? Like they're keeping everything under wraps. It looks like even the Craig Auckland move was like, oh, we just hired a special teams coach. I didn't hear nothing about them interviewing some of these people. So maybe they are talking to a quarterback coach right now. I'd like to get somebody who was better than Doug Williams, the guy that we had last year. I just didn't think it was the right role for him being here in Atlanta. At one point, it was TJ Yates, if I'm not mistaken. Like we gotta move on from some of these guys, get some proven guys here in the building. Don't know who's available, but I'm sure the Falcons will make the right move. Big Low Country said, "Who all in here has hit the like button? If you're on YouTube, you can hit the like button. It's somewhere down here, around there by where Carrie is on my screen. Carrie's right here, and then I'm sure on YouTube is somewhere around there. If you're on Twitter, repost it, retweet it, tag folks that you want to jump in here and listen and talk Falcons football with us. If you're on Facebook, hit the like, hit the share. First time here that haven't been over to YouTube, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And talk Falcons football with us. So big shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's get straight to this Matt Ryan situation. Kerry, I'm glad you're here. So you can jump in on this next topic. Matt Ryan, since he has been hired here in Atlanta, a lot of people know Matt from playing here. Definitely a Falcon legend in many of our hearts and in our eyes too as well. But what is your thoughts on Matt Ryan so far as the president of football operations? Like T. Will said he was around a 6 or so with the Kevin Stefanski hire, kind of like a let's wait and see. But T. Will did say we're going to win about 9 or 10 games. Eric said he's on the 8, 9, 10 scale of level of excitement for Kevin Stefanski. For Matt Ryan, Kerry, of course, Eric, you can jump in, and T. Will, you can jump in. For Matt Ryan, Kerry, what is your thoughts about just him being the new president of football operations? Is he doing a good job in your opinion? Is he somebody that seems a little nervous, a little worried, or is Matt just hitting the ground running? What's your thoughts, Kerry?
I mean, I have a lot of faith, and my expectations are very high at the same time, but I have a lot of faith in him because I feel like more than probably anybody who could have came in for that position as the president of football, because I truly feel that he loves the franchise, he loves the fans, the city, and I think he would love it more than anybody else that they would have just hired as some, businessman who just works. He has experience, but he doesn't have the same experience Matt Ryan has. So as far as being a player, and really understanding not just a player, but a player for Atlanta, for many years. So for me, like I have faith that he has our best interests, and I trust him. But I'm a positive fan, so I do think the best. And but I mean, at the same time, like I'm not blind, and I don't know. It's like you gotta wait and see, right? Like it's a he's inexperienced, so it's like he's gonna learn. He even said it himself. There's gonna be some bumps along the way. Like he's gonna learn, right? This is a new position for him, so I'm not gonna sit here and say he's not gonna make any mistakes because we're all humans. We all make mistakes, but I do think, like I said, he has our best interests, and he's going to try his best to do right by us and the franchise.
Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Miss Carrie's here in the building talking Falcons football. T. Will, former ATO Sports, one time for the fans. Special guest, Superfan Eric Parker. Keisha Posey's back. She said her first comment was, "We getting Dylan Gabriel." Then the second comment is, "Y'all really believing in Kevin?" Something's starting to make me think. Could Keisha Posey be a Shador fan?
I think so, because she the leave Shador alone in one of her comments. She was like, "Leave Shador alone."
Hey, come on here, Falcon fans. We're all here talking Falcons football. Now, Keisha, if you're here from another fan base, welcome to One Time for the Fan. A lot of fans here in the chat are in support of, the moves that the Falcons make. Of course, there's some fans that are on the fence still as well about a lot of things. But at the end of the day, we're all Falcon fans here, but we're not getting Dylan Gabriel. And there are some fans here who do believe in Kevin. Going to Matt Ryan, Eric Parker, your question, man. Matt Ryan, first year as the Hawks are on a 4-game winning streak.
Love it. Wait, they beat the Celtics?
They beat them by 9.
Are you wait? Somebody must have not played tonight.
Good job, Hawks.
Oh my God, Alexander Walker went crazy.
Wait, what did Eric say about my beloved Hawks?
Good job. Anybody that beats the Celtics, great job.
Okay. Appreciate
Nobody cares about y'all. Y'all just love to say something smart to me about the Lakers.
Eric, we're talking Falcons tonight.
We are. Besides, hey, when's the last time the Lakers won the championship? Oh, in the bubble. That really didn't count.
Because we worried about their health and safety, and they're over there playing basketball in a church.
That's right. Yeah.
When's the last time the Hawks won a championship?
League or something?
Would you like to talk about the other 16? When's the last time y'all won a championship?
What did they get? What did they get? Like, I don't know.
Tell Bronny scored 20.
Last time the Hawks won a championship. Do you remember that?
Free Bronny. Falcons fans, hit that like, share, subscribe button. Juju Beans in the chat. Y'all, what do y'all feel about losing Dwayne Ledford? We got Bill Callahan. So you lose one coach, you get a good coach right behind that. Yeah. Now, if they would have went downhill, right? If they would have went downhill and got a coach that's below the line of Dwayne Ledford, not on the type of scale where Ledford was, it'd be pretty bad. But Bill Callahan is up there. He's top.
He's a Hall of Famer, man.
Right.
Get him, Ryan. Hold on 1 second, Jack Spade.
What's up?
Hold on 1 second, Jack Spade. At 9:53 p.m. in 2026, in the year of our Lord, on January 28th, Ryan from the Birdcage LLC said the 1958 Hawks won a championships, beating the legendary Bill Russell. Doesn't matter that they weren't in Atlanta. They were the Hawks. And that's what you said, Eric.
Big shout out to Ryan from the Birdcage.
There you go, Ryan.
Did you see it?
I wasn't even alive.
Exactly.
I wasn't.
Were you there?
Yes. Were you there, Eric? Because you're younger than me.
I was there for the Lakers championship. I was there for a few of those.
We all sitting
there. I've seen a
there.
bunch of those.
Right. Oh my God!
I don't even know why you brought up championships. It's just like I was just saying. I was giving the Hawks credit. Then here you go. When's the last time the Lakers won a champion? The stupidest thing you could have asked. Why would you even ask me that? Knowing y'all ain't won no championships. Why would you even bring up championships?
Because
it's like you just wanted me to.
Let us sit here in good faith of our 1950.
You just wanted to stick your neck out there and get it chopped off or something. Why would you do that?
My goal in life is to give you a hard time, sir.
But you just gave yourself a hard time, not me.
Hey, Keisha used to be a Cowboys fan. Keisha, what's your team now? Let's
Keisha, who's your team now? Come on over to the Falcons, Keisha.
Come on over to the Falcons here, Keisha. Let's talk a little Falcons football.
1958. It was a very good year.
Right. I'm gonna go through some of these comments. Eric Parker, Matt Ryan, first year in football operations. Do you think Matt Ryan is doing a good job so far?
I love Matt Ryan.
In my Uncle Steve voice, I love Matt Ryan.
Yeah, man. I like I said, in the first place, I was questioning. Then I had to think. Matt has been through. My thing with Matt has every offensive coordinator that we brought over here. Matt absolutely thrived in their offense, no problem. But there was no, we got a terrible offensive coordinator. We can't move the ball passing. We consistently move the ball passing, no matter what. So that tells me that he's got a high football IQ to keep picking up on when they keep changing the offense on him. Oh, what was that? 6 different offensive coordinator
Mm-hmm.
to pick up on 6 different offenses. Man, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So and then I've like listened to Matt on podcasts, talk football, and just his football mind, but Matt's football IQ is through the roof. I love the Matt Ryan move.
Falcon fans, you're hearing it from our super fan Eric Parker here talking Falcons football. Good question, Keith. Jerry Gray wasn't retained. I didn't hear much about Jerry Gray.
I was wondering about that.
Right. I know Ali's back, and you got Jeff Ulbrich still in the building. Of course, some of these new coaches that were named too as well, but nothing about Jerry Gray just yet. Same as the QB coach. So that seems like the last 2 things to look for. QB coach, of course, Jerry Gray, defensive secondary backs coach, and of course, you got to get the general manager in here too as well. You might need an assistant general manager as well because Kyle Smith is off to the Dolphins. And they're building something nice down there too as well in Miami. So it's not going to be like the Falcons, but I see the moves that they're making, and they're bringing in some pieces. I see Robert Sala's bringing in some people, trying to get that old Jets group back together again. Buddy, everybody's with the buddy.
Hey, Jack, can we take a moment? Ryan from the Birdcage, sir. I've known you for the better part of 2 years. We've done some podcasts together, and I just want to say I'm extremely proud. For those of you who don't know, Ryan hit 1,000 subscribers the other day.
Hey, big shout out to Ryan.
I think he at least deserved a wow and an applause. There you go. That's for you, Ryan.
Congrats, Ryan. I didn't even know that. Congrats, my friend. That's awesome.
for you, Ryan.
Big shout out to Ryan from the Birdcage LLC, man. Definitely got to get Ryan on the show too as well. We've been doing some podcasting around the clock here, different content creators talking Falcons football. Would love to get Ryan over here on the show. He knows his HBCU football. He knows his college football.
Ask him if he's still mad at me, Jack. Ask him.
Oh, Ryan. Oh, my God. He'll see you at training camp. He's going to pull up on you at training camp. Big shout out to Ryan Birdcage LLC in the chat. Keisha, where you at, Keisha? We want to know what team you in now. Keisha, come over here talking about we getting Dylan Gabriel. We might get no damn.
We're not doing that, bud.
Hey, it's going down in a major way. April Thomas is in the chat too as well. NFL Network said Kubiak is going to the Raiders. You're going to get that Fernando Mendoza too as well. So if that's what Kubiak wants, then hey, he's going to get his guy. But
what do we think about Fernando Mendoza?
Huh?
What do we think of him?
I think he's a solid quarterback. But then again, college is totally different than the NFL. But I think he had a phenomenal season with Indiana. That team right there was tough to beat.
Hey, Jack, who's the Uncle Lou in here?
Oh, Uncle Lou's in here too as well. Oh, we got the Algier family in the building.
We got Uncle Lou. Hey, man, see if you can get Tyler to stay on.
Can you send him the podcast? We'll get to talking about Tyler right now. If you want to,
Tyler. We want Tyler to stay.
Right. We definitely want Tyler here in the ATL. Then again, we are not his agent. We are not his manager. We are not the people that deal with the finances for what Tyler wants and should get in the future. But I can tell you this right here. Tyler's a great guy. And if we do keep him here in Atlanta, it's going down in a major way. If Tyler decides to move on to another team, I hope he gets paid what he deserves to get paid. And I hope he does big things with whatever team he's going to. I told y'all, I talked to Tyler in Cincinnati when he scored his first touchdown. And I remember we lost that game against the Bengals, and I was just excited to talk to Tyler. And I was like, hey, let me just ask Tyler a question. Tyler, how did it feel to get your first touchdown? He looked at me with this face like, I don't care. We lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't about the touchdown. We lost the game. And you can see it. You felt it from a rookie in that sense where he was like, we just wanted to win. We came back. We was down 20-something to 0 at one point. Came back to where it was in the touchdown range. And I think Mariota threw a pick or whoever was the quarterback threw a pick. But Tyler was going crazy in that game. And it was like, you can see it in his in just his eyes, like he's going to be a really good running back. Right. And every time Tyler touched the ball here in Atlanta, everybody would say, give the ball to Tyler. because we already knew what Tyler can do when he has the rock in his hands. 1,000-yard season when he was here, his first year too as well. So I'd love to see what Tyler can do going forward here with Atlanta. Kevin Stefanski, he's had a twin set running back, the two monsters in the backfield before in Cleveland. And I think he's probably looking at it now like, man, if there's a way we can keep Tyler, let's get him in here. But I know NFL teams are ready to break the bank for some players, and Tyler would be one of those guys to break the bank for. Hopefully the Falcons do the same thing too as well. So,
but to Uncle Lou's points, he said he'd love to see I'd love to see him play in the Stefanski offense. I wonder if Tyler's thinking, hey, we got an OC here. We got a guy that's won. We got a guy that can do it. Well, maybe I can. I mean, you never know. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny? And you mentioned that. But one thing I think what fans fail to realize, and Uncle Lou, you can, jump in on this too as well. Families do play a part in where people want to go, right? Some families are, cool with having a player that's playing in the South. They love to be in the South. Oh, Atlanta. Oh, I can't wait. Man, you see how it is when the players are drafted to some of these teams on draft night? Oh, we going to Atlanta. We going to New York. We going to here. But then some families are like, what? Man, I ain't trying to fly all the way out there. Man, I ain't trying to do all that, man. I'd love to see, Uncle Lou take that step for us, my brother.
Let's do it.
Uncle Lou.
Let's go.
Call him up right now. Be like, look.
You got to make Kerry got to give him the pitch.
Hey, Kerry.
Oh yeah,
Kerry.
Oh, that was good.
Hey,
look, Kerry.
Wait.
No, Jack, you got to hear this. Kerry, give him your pitch from yesterday that you were saying. So if Kerry was making the pitch for Tyler to stay, Kerry, give us your pitch again. Go ahead.
Kerry, we have the Algier family in the chat.
Kerry, we have the Algier family in the chat. Give them your pitch, Kerry.
My bad, Kerry.
Kerry, what are you doing?
Kerry,
oh my God,
Kerry, what the?
I know you did not drop it last time. Oh my God.
Uncle Lou, we're gonna get back to that. Hold on, Kerry's back. Here we go. Kerry's back.
What the hell, Kerry?
I'm so sorry. I literally missed the whole thing because my thing kept doing that. Because I'm on my phone. It was doing thing where the sound effects keep playing over and over, and I couldn't get to go away. My bad.
Hey, give us your Algier pitch that you did for us yesterday. It was great.
Oh man, I did that just like spur of the moment.
I know you got
it.
It was great. You got to do it.
Uncle Lou. Shout out to Uncle Lou, man.
Uncle Lou wants to hear it.
Okay, I'm
Kerry, we on the spot. Kerry,
you're embarrassing us in front of the Wizards, Kerry.
I know.
My bad,
the pressure. I'm trying to remember. What did I say?
Was it the one with Drew Messmaker? I can hear the one.
I know the final part at the end. I know that part.
No,
what did I lead with?
She was like, Tyler, we drafted you in the 5th round, right? Remember? We took a chance on you. We took a chance on you when others wouldn't. You don't remember that?
I know exactly
Kerry,
what I
Tyler
said.
could be watching. Kerry, Tyler could be in here right
now. Uncle Lou, I know what it was. So they told me.
Spotlighter, Jack. Spotlighter.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
all right, Kerry.
My pitch to Tyler was like, "Hey, Tyler, we would really love for you to stay in Atlanta. I know that you really want to start somewhere else, but we got something going this season, I know we didn't find a way, the last 4 years, but we got Kevin Stefanski now, so that now it's going to be different, okay? And, we believed in you. The Atlanta Falcons as a franchise believed in you, Tyler Algier, when every single team in the league besides the Atlanta Falcons passed on you 4 times.
Yes.
And we took you in the 5th round because we believe in you.
We sure did.
And I just want to let you know, Tyler, please do not fumble this opportunity to stay with the Atlanta Falcons and be part of what we're building towards a Super Bowl at home in 2028 in Mercedes-Benz Stadium because
you didn't fumble in 4 years.
Because in your NFL career, you have never once fumbled the ball.
Carrie, start
And I
crying.
don't want you to fumble this opportunity to stay with us. So please, Tyler, can you please consider staying as a Falcon? And then Bijan walks over and hands him the pen to sign the contract.
Right.
What about your clothes, Carrie? What about your clothes?
Carrie,
it was
put
beautiful.
your camera on and start crying, Carrie.
You
Put your
said,
camera on.
you said, Tyler. You said, Tyler, you didn't fumble. And then what did you say, Carrie? You said, and we're not going to fumble you. And it was beautiful. It was awesome.
That's some
Thank you, Carrie.
real deal stuff right there. Carrie,
That was
start crying.
awesome. ABC always be closing.
Carrie,
and
stop
Uncle Lou
crying.
said she makes me want to cry.
Come on, Carrie.
You see what Uncle Lou said, Carrie? You're freaking awesome.
Carrie, Carrie, he's probably calling Tyler right now. Like
Carrie sweats excellence.
Carrie, meet me in the private room. Eric, you and T will talk about this.
Uncle Lou, like, I do want what's best for him, and I get he has to do what's best for him. So, regardless of what happens, I'm always gonna be rooting for him, unless he's playing the Falcons, of course. So, as his uncle, you gotta make sure if he isn't a Falcon next year, he cannot be a Buck, he cannot be an Ain't, and he cannot be a Panther. I'm just saying he could go anywhere else but those three teams.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
So,
Just
but I'm
imagine.
rooting for him to stay in Atlanta, but I totally understand it's a business. And I also understand he wants to be a starter, and he does deserve to be a starter, and he deserves to get paid. So, I get it. And I wish him well no matter what the outcome is. And I'll be rocking my Tyler Algier jersey no matter what.
Love it.
Randall Barrington said, "If we keep
Hey, wait, Jet, you gotta give her an applause, sir. Who the hell is the producer? Thank you.
It's Carrie.
I know, but you guys gotta go. No, but you guys gotta go back and watch the episode with on Terry Carey and Eric show the other day, because that one literally it was like just came from the heart, and I just said that on the spot, and it just rolled off my tongue. Like, I did not prep for that. T will just said, "Hey Carrie," well, he asked me. We didn't prep for the questions. He just put me on the spot. Carrie, what's your pitch? And it just flew out of just flowed out of my mouth like I was like Kendrick Lamar or something, dropping bars like freestyle. And now
beautiful.
this time it didn't sound as cool, but you definitely got to listen to that.
Hey, Carrie, if it means anything, I heard Drake hated it. I heard Drake hated it. I heard he did. I heard he did not like it.
If Tyler and Bijan,
he's gonna sue you.
Get your lawyer ready. If Tyler and Bijan can stay, especially Tyler, man, if he can stay here, you're talking about probably the best running back duo in the NFL, especially under Kevin Stefanski, who is a run-heavy type of guy. You heard Kevin say the other day about how much he loves to run the ball. Who better to have in your backfield than Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier? Some would say, oh, yeah, the Lions got those two guys over there. That's not Bijan, and that's not Tyler. And it goes hand in hand when you got a guy who can, break tackles and be elusive just like Bijan and, get the extra yards. But then you hand the ball off to Tyler, and he's just plowing people left and right. And, of course, you've seen Tyler catch the ball at the backfield too as well. So I'd love to see Tyler Algier, back in Atlanta. Uncle Lou, man, talk to Tyler, get the family involved, have a table talk, take him to his favorite restaurant in Atlanta, and just say, hey, look, they love you here, Tyler. Give the ball to Tyler. We kept saying
Give the ball to Tyler, for goodness sake.
We love Tyler here. The fans in the chat love Tyler here. If you ask anybody on social media, would you love Tyler Algier to stay in Atlanta? If you do a poll, I'm telling you, they would say keep Tyler in Atlanta. But they know the financials and they know the behind-the-scenes business moves of what happens in the NFL. It's an agent and a player type of thing when the contracts come in. But if the family says, Tyler, you're going to stay in Atlanta. We ain't moving from Atlanta. We ain't leaving. Yeah, you can go, but we ain't leaving. He going to be like, all right, let me stay here in Atlanta, man. I got to rock.
But I have to ask you guys, Jack, what was the game this year that finally we kind of saw, like, my thing is, like, I know that they could be, like, the best 1-2 punch in football at the running back position. I feel like there was one game this season. Was it the Vikings game? Which game was it where they both went off? Like, they both had an amazing game. Like, this is what we've been wanting. Was it the Vikings?
If it was early in the season, matter of fact, T.O., you might have to help me out on this. I believe it was the Vikings game. If not, It was the Commanders game, was it?
All I know is it's the game that I wore my new shirt that was the Step Brothers of Tyler
Oh,
and
the Step Brother
Bijan that
shirt. That's
everybody
right. That's
loved.
right.
And then they went off. So I was like, this shirt is a lucky shirt.
I'm gonna
So
put my
Minnesota,
points
he
in
had
your throne. No, you're not.
Minnesota, he had 16 for 76 with a touchdown, but he was plowing people that Minnesota game. I think it was the Minnesota one. He was going off on them folks. And then of course the Arizona game, 16 for 79. He went off on Arizona too as well. But this is Zach Robinson's offense. It wasn't the best thing looking at it when you had Zach Robinson back there. Nobody was a big fan of Zach Robinson. And then the Bucks down there treating Zach Robinson like he's the greatest OC ever. Like, wait till you guys see this guy put you in the pistol, Baker Mayfield. But then again, we got Kevin Stefanski. He's a run-heavy type of guy. Opens up the play action.
But you know, it's so funny you say that because I watched Zach Robinson's press conference and he literally was like, oh, yeah. He literally name dropped Sean McVay and was like, yeah, I come from the Sean McVay offense
The
and I like to
lies.
do a lot of play action. I'm just like, dude, you literally say this and then you don't do it. Like, what?
Right.
It was a command. It was the Commanders game.
The Commanders game. I mean, the Commanders game. He did some numbers too as well. 16 for 51 with a touchdown. I can't remember what game was it. He had the Vikings game was he had all them broken tackles. I remember he was dragging like 2 or 3 people. I forget what play it was, but it was like, damn, Tyler's going crazy on these boys right now. But yeah, Tyler Algier, man. Big shout out to Uncle Lou. Big shout out to the fam. Falcon fans, for those who do not know, we have a lot of player family who do watch the show, people that jump in from time to time, even have a player or two in the chat. So if anybody that does look up and see anybody of a name they recognize, let's all just keep that Falcon love going on across the board here because we're all one big Falcon family. Megan did ask a question to anyone intrigued on the Falcons hiring Bob Quinn as a senior advisor to Kevin Stefanski. I think that's a good move for Matt Ryan, being a senior advisor to assist with Kevin Stefanski. This is a guy who's been around a lot of teams. And of course, he was around Matthew Stafford back in Detroit. He was also around Tom Brady back in New England, where as an advisor and as an administrator on that staff, coming away with 4 Super Bowl rings. So now that he's over here in Atlanta, could he bring some of that, winning-esque to the Atlanta Falcons that I think the Falcons are definitely shaping up to be with this new front office regime. So it's looking good. It's looking good right now with the new hire too as well. Keisha did put a comment back in the chat. She said she was she used to go to the games, I think it was, for the Cowboys.
What? What about, let's spotlight Christy Lewis, 10:08 p.m.
Okay.
Please.
So many comments in here too as well. That's why with the chat, with the show, we're gonna dedicate a show just to the chat because we do miss some comments too as well, and we love everybody's comments. One time from the fan for the fan. If we go through everybody's comments and just talk about it, we would be here till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. And at the end of the day, we all have things to do, taken care of with our families and of course, whatever we have going on. But I swear the chat is amazing. Every single one of you in the chat too as well. Let's see. Christy Lewis is here talking Falcons. Where Christy Lewis at? Let me see. What time?
10:08.
Oh, there she is. Carrie, thanks for coming through last night. Thanks to the fellas too. Carrie.
Yeah, I just wanted to say shout out to her because it was so nice. Like she always supports us. Like when Will and I were just doing our own show.
Yep, she would.
Yeah, she always was.
Always.
Last year she's always there. So it was so nice to finally be on a panel with her, and I can relate to her because she represents the Falcons as an out-of-state fan, just like myself. I'm representing from Florida, enemy territory with the Bucks fans, and she's representing even bigger enemy territory in Mississippi, but close to Louisiana. So shout out to her.
She's definitely down there in enemy territory. I've been to New Orleans a lot, and I'm telling you, them Saints fans, they're all over that bayou.
Yep.
And of course, Carrie, you being out there in Tampa country, it was probably even worse when Brady was there. But the Bucks fans, they do have a a decent little fan base. They don't really come off like how the Panthers did this year with all that trash talk because the Panthers ain't never been shit. And they know they have never been shit. But those Aints fans, and I love I ain't gonna lie. I think it was D-Led. Not saying a lot of people out here would like to quote D-Led, but D-Led asking Matt Ryan the question to Kevin Stefanski, have you talked to Kevin Stefanski about the real rivals? I know you talked about the Bucks, but the real rivals, Bucks Skull Game. Look, we got a Bucks fan in the chat too as well. Big shout out to Bucks Skull Game back in the house.
What up? What up?
D-Led asking Matt Ryan to ask Kevin Stefanski, have you told him about the Falcons Saints rival? It's just as big as the Steelers Browns rival. It's just as big as Georgia Alabama in the South. It's one of the biggest games in the NFC South whenever the Falcons and the Saints play. And I just can't wait for that. I think the new rivalry, it possibly could be small rivalry. Kevin Stefanski, Baker Mayfield, the Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield mentioning, "I'll see you soon, coach."
See you soon, coach.
And he called D. Will pal. Hey, pal.
Hey, pal.
Get it together, buddy. So we'll find out. Bucks go.
Here's got to hop off in the next few. She wants to say goodbye, Jack, before you get started.
Okay. Perfect. I see the chat right here. Bucks Go Game said we know who's real rivalry. Big shout out to Bucks Go Game. He's been here talking Falcons football with us for the past couple times. I see Kerry. We're going to go ahead and start wrapping this up here. I know some people have some questions from the chat. We'll take about 5 minutes for questions from the chat, but I know Miss Carrie has to get out of here. She got some stuff to do. So, Miss Carrie, shout outs from you first.
Yeah, first shout out I want to give is to our guy Craig in the chat. He said the ATL on Jack's hat stands for always taking L's.
Damn. It's not an Alabama hat. It's not.
And
I'm
what
sorry.
is T. Will doing wearing an Alabama hat?
It's not an
No, that's
Alabama
not
hat.
cool.
It's the black hat for the Braves.
T. Will,
You
from
didn't
now
know
on,
he's
just come in
an
here wearing
Alabama
Falcon
fan?
hats, okay?
I
Until
am not
the Braves
a
get
fan.
on the goddamn field, get out
Okay.
there and wear some goddamn.
You didn't know he's an
I
Alabama
wear
fan?
Braves every fucking day, Jack. Okay.
Oh,
All the time.
wow. This is a
Wait,
family
hold
show.
on.
I'm
What
gonna
do we
do
have
that.
here, Carrie?
That was a Freudian slip. Sorry.
It's a family show, sir.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm
This is
related
not
to Eric
TikTok
Parker. It
after
slipped
dark.
out. It slipped out. Okay.
Terry, who the hell you cussing at, Terry?
Yes.
Oh, that was the family show, Terry.
Got Falcons
slipped
family
out.
royalty in the
It
building,
slipped
man.
out.
I thought this was a family show. T.
It
I thought
is.
this was TikTok
And my
after dark.
family is on here, and we cuss. Damn it! I'm just saying.
And there's that
slipped
Saints
out.
fan who watches the show after and says, that one guy with the hat does cuss a lot. She gonna be like, that T. Will guy dropped the F-bomb today.
I haven't even cut. And he's trying to blame it on me. I didn't cuss not one time. The whole show.
Everything on my little brother.
I didn't watch.
It's
Tell
his
me
fault.
when I cuss.
It's his fault. The
Nobody
fact
heard me say anything. No cuss words.
it's all his fault. It's all his fault.
T. Will, this is a family show. We got Eric Z in the chat. Shout out to him. He said his 3-year-old son said that's a bad word. You can't say that.
I'm sorry.
wow.
I'm
T.
sorry.
Will, what are you?
I'm sorry, Eric. I'm sorry.
His poor
Okay.
son's over here trying to
I'm
learn about
sorry.
Falcons
I didn't mean to
football.
traumatize the little fella. I hope he's a Falcons fan. I'm sorry.
Oh my
But
God.
it's a Braves hat.
Next, his son's gonna be asking, "What's TikTok after dark?"
Oh my gosh.
Gotta ask T. Will about that one.
No, you don't. So we're gonna move on. Thank you, Red. Thank you, Diva. Thank you, Miss Diva. That's an ATL Braves hat. Just goes to show who the true Braves fans are. Thank you, Diva. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm
See,
gonna plead the fifth on that one.
whatever. The real Braves fans know. They know. Because
Just
there's
because I
a
wear a
slight-
real Braves hat and not an Alabama hat
There
doesn't
is
mean I'm
a
not a real
slight-
Braves fan.
there is a slight difference in the A, and the real Atlanta Braves fans know. Okay, so what is understood need not be said. Thank you, Miss Diva. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank
Excuse
you.
us for not buying
So-
gas station hats.
So are you an Alabama
Okay.
fan or not?
Okay. Carrie, why are you
T-Will.
know this story,
Are you an
Carrie?
Alabama
Carrie's
fan
asking
or
this
not?
Alabama
Yes,
question.
Why are you doing this?
Yes,
I am not.
T-Will,
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little bit concerned too as well. I did not know
Okay.
this.
So this is everybody turning on T. Will.
I'm
That
just
was
saying, you know, every time I
okay.
say "Go Dogs," he will be like "Go Dogs," but now I
I
got
do
got
because
Big Brother
okay.
in the chat,
All
little
right.
brother.
I,
And he's
you know
like,
Quickly
what?
tell the
You know what?
story.
Let's have the conversation in front of 300 of our best friends. So, for those of you who don't know, Eric and I are both from Alabama. We were both born there. Okay, Alabama has no professional teams. So if you're from there, obviously you got to pick a college, and your professional team is up to you because we don't have professional teams there. Okay, now I moved to Atlanta when I was 3. Well, my mom moved, and I went with her. Okay, but I have always been ATL. So I was Braves, Falcons, Hawks, Dogs. Now, my family, my mom's people, okay, they're Alabama fans. Okay, so when the Dogs would be eliminated,
Hold on, this is the best part. Go ahead.
stop it. When the Dogs would be eliminated,
Eric heard this
okay,
story before too many times.
Just
He
say
knows
you
what's about
got
to
2
happen.
teams. Just say you
when
got 2
the
teams.
Dogs would be eliminated and they could not win anymore, okay, and their season was over, I wouldn't mind if Alabama won because that was my family's team. But I did not root for them, okay? What Eric is talking about.
Hey, Karen, when the Falcons lose, do you cheer for anybody else?
Stop it! That is different. Stop it. So, what Eric is talking about, there have been times when I called Eric when Alabama played Auburn, but it was a little brother, big brother thing. Okay, those of you who have little brothers, you know that your goal
I feel
in
like you're
life
exposing
is to
T-Will
give
right
them
now.
a
I feel
hard
like you
time.
just
Hey,
stop.
Carrie, when the Saints play the Panthers, do you call your Panthers friend and talk shit when the Saints win?
Absolutely not.
Did you go for the Saints when
I don't go
Absolutely
for
not.
Alabama. I just like when they beat you guys because
So
I get
that's
to
like me.
call you and talk trash.
that wasn't what you said in the first place? You said when they was out of it, then you wouldn't mind going for them.
I said when they're okay, if my team is already done and we're not going to win, this is my mom's team, my aunt's team, my uncle's team, everybody on my mother's side but me. Okay, so
Hey, Carrie, isn't your family all Bucks fans?
Yeah,
oh
I was
my
just
Do
gonna
you go
say
for the
that.
Bucks when
We
it just
had a
because?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. So we had a
Oh my
huge Super
God.
Bowl party in Tampa for the Bucks Super Bowl versus the Chiefs. And
I'm not rooting for Alabama to win a national championship.
what did you say?
I'm
What did you
not.
say? You just don't
I am
mind
not.
if it wins. You don't mind if it
I
wins.
am not. I am not rooting for Alabama to support to win a championship.
Some of your
Okay,
subscribers
I
gonna be
just
like, I
don't
thought this
mind
guy told
if
me he
they
was all
don't
dogs,
lose.
man. This guy talking about Alabama.
Oh my God.
Unsubscribe.
Oh.
I wonder if he has another NFL team. I wonder if he does.
I do not have another NFL team.
So he can talk about
I
Alabama.
love the Falcons.
We gotta
I'm
switch the
just
subject
saying.
because I feel like we're low key exposing T. Will. So we gotta change the subject right now. That is an
Hey,
Alabama hat.
look, it's out. Look, all I'm saying is,
Did you hear how adamant he was about not having the other NFL team?
Because I don't.
So you do have another college team.
I do not have another college team. Okay, and you know what, Eric? I hope your Auburn Tigers get their ass whooped again next year.
Hey, that's all right. Because when they lose, I won't be cheering for nobody else.
Oh my gosh. Falcons fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Superfan Eric Parker is here talking Falcons football. Carrie was going through her shout outs before she gets up out, but then the Alabama-Georgia question was asked to you.
I don't know what she had to look, bro. This is a Braves hat. Okay,
I didn't bring it up.
Christy Lewis says sounds very Bama-ish.
It does not, Christy. We are so better than that, Miss Christy. You know that.
She's from the deep south. She's from the bayou. She know what's going on around there. Some Bama-ish going on right here.
You will never see me in an Alabama jersey. You will always see me with the Dogs. Okay. It is what it is, man.
Oh
Just
my
the hat.
goodness. Look at
Just the
Craig
hat.
at 10/20/24. Look at Craig.
Oh my God.
T. Will was rooting for Britt. Oh wow! Oh wow! The British are coming! The British are coming! Back to the revolution.
Falcon
Look at
fans hit
Mark
that like,
Daniel.
share,
He
subscribe
said
button.
T. Will's gonna say "Roll Tide" when he gets off.
I am not gonna do
Are
that,
we still
Mark.
live, guys?
Yes, we are still live.
Oh, Carrie, you getting ready to say something, Carrie?
No, I'm saying when we're no longer live, T. Will's gonna be like "Roll Tide."
I am not.
Oh my
Stop
God.
it.
I
Hey,
didn't
you
say it.
have
Mark
never
Daniel
heard me
said it.
say Roll Tide.
He's
You have
gonna
never.
drag the because he said it wrong. He's gonna drag the roll.
Oh God.
I am not.
Buck Skull
I am
Gang
not.
said he used to be a Falcons fan and he moved to Tampa. He's been in there 20 years now. He says he's a Bucks fan now. So
That's cool.
there goes Buck Skull Gang in the house.
That's all right, man. Hey, you can still come in here, Bucks. It's all
Oh yeah,
good.
man. It's
Yeah,
still a
he's
platform
cool.
for all fans, man.
Yeah,
It's
he's
still a
cool.
platform.
He's
Yeah.
always respectful.
Yeah, Bucks fan. Yeah, we had a couple of Bucks fans in here before, but you're definitely the coolest in here, bro.
Oh man, Craig is funny. Craig says T. Will got washed his clothes with Tide washing powder.
with
I use Gain.
rolling Tide washing powder.
I use Gain. Thank you very much.
From a Petro down in Tuscaloosa. Oh my God! Let's get back to Falcons football before we lose Rich McKay in the chat. Carrie, I know you.
Craig
ready
is
to
hilarious. I'm sorry. Craig is a real one. He's so funny.
Craig is that dude,
He's
man.
brought us so many laughs. I swear. But no, shout out to you, Jack, T. Will, Eric Parker. Shout out to the Ladybirds of AFN. It was awesome to be on your show yesterday. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I truly appreciate you guys for always supporting us and talking Falcons with us. And he eats the Tide Pods, though, huh?
Ew, nasty. I do not. That is disgusting. Do not eat the pods.
Man,
so I guess when they say you better wash your mouth out with soap. Got the Tide Pod, don't that know?
Oh, that's disgusting. That is nasty.
Oh man, guys, but no, I'll see you guys again on Friday. We're gonna have Miss Maggie T on Breakfast with One Time for the Fan. And I know Jack was talking about some grits, and I think I really might pull up with some breakfast. I might have some grits ready. Like I got hungry just thinking about that. You talking about Maggie T with her what was it? Grits and something
some
else.
eggs, some grits, some bacon, whatever Maggie T can put out there for breakfast with One Time for the Fan. We're ready. I'm getting hungry right now.
I'll see you guys.
T-Will, did you cut the camera off just to go run to the damn laundry room to get some game?
You're lying.
Oh my God!
I don't use Tide. Thank you.
Show me your Alabama hat, though.
I do not have an Alabama hat. Thank you.
You better not have one Nick Saban hat in that damn house.
I do not. I do not. Thank you.
Yeah,
Carrie, we thank you for being here.
Autograph frame.
Oh my gosh. We definitely thank you, Miss Carrie, for being here tonight. Please,
we love you, Carrie.
Friday morning.
You were great on that show last night. You were awesome.
And
I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was a great show.
Yeah, it was fun talking with them, honestly. I don't have to deal with like any trolling or anything like that.
Yeah, Jack, she didn't have to deal with any trolling.
Don't put that on me.
I wonder why.
I love Carrie Collins. I love Carrie. Don't put that on me.
I wonder why Carrie didn't have to deal with any trolling, Jack. I'm just asking. I don't know. Who knows?
Hey, big shout out to Carrie, and we'll see you in 2027 when the Falcons go. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, how the hell, Carrie? Where the hell you go?
Hey, Craig, I got a pet elephant in my backyard.
No, she back. Hold on. What's up, Carrie?
You're funny.
Carrie, we're all in this together.
Oh wow!
Carrie, we're all in this together.
Oh wow!
I'll see you at Rolling Loud.
Yeah, he couldn't resist. He had to troll you one more time. See how it is? That's what he does.
I'll see you. I don't know. When is football back, man? It's taking forever.
Carrie, we're telling you right now, it's January 28th. Open to the public training camp is usually what, Eric? The last week of July, right?
Uh-huh.
Guys,
Carrie?
what are we doing for the Super Bowl? Are we gonna have a show for the Super Bowl?
Hold on, you got a team in the bowl? Let us know.
We don't have to have a.
Let us know.
I'm
watching the commercials.
I'm
waiting to see Bad Bunny perform. You talking about what team we got in the Super Bowl? We ain't got no team in the Super Bowl.
I mean, the Falcons aren't in it. He could be going for somebody else.
He might be going for Alabama.
That bird is green and blue, not red and black.
Jack? You know what, Jack? You're going to give him a whistle because that's unnecessary roughness, okay? That is brother-on-brother crime. Pause. He should get a 15-yard penalty.
Do you have the play? Do you have the flag ready? Do you have the penalty ready?
I do have the flag ready. Let me find it.
No, I have the whistle right here. Do you have the call? What is the penalty? So that way we can. Is it 5 yards? Is it 10 yards? What is it?
I've got the flag right here. Right here. 15-yard penalty. Unnecessary roughness, brother-on-brother crime. He didn't have to say that about me because I don't have another professional team. Okay?
Throw a flag on him for snitching again.
How many yards, Eric?
We're going to create a new penalty. That's a 30-yard penalty.
Hold on, Eric. Here you go. Eric, what's the penalty? What's going on here?
I can't even say because I'm not a snitch.
I'm not a snitch either, but I do want to say shout out to Diva C, Sexy Red Peach. I can't read the rest of it. She's missing football like me. I'm already having withdrawals. I'm missing Falcons football already.
Guys, can we do a show for the Super Bowl? I mean,
it depends. Are we sponsored by Tito's yet?
No, but we can do one at the beginning or at halftime. It'll be fun, guys.
Halftime is Bad Bunny, man.
Okay, yes, because I still want to see Bad Bunny. Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, see Bad Bunny?
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to find out why.
You want to see Cardi B?
Oh, wow.
No,
wow.
I don't think
Cardi
Chris
B and Bad Bunny
Brown got in a halftime show yet.
Who?
Chris Brown.
I don't know. That'd be a good show.
I would think. Yeah, I feel like he'd be a good show, and people who
he likes to fly in his concerts. That'd be awesome.
Anybody got time for no Chris Brown and no damn half?
You're a hater, but no, seriously. Or we could do it before the Super Bowl.
So it's on Sunday. So yes, we'll definitely do a show.
Do it at like 5, from like 5 to 6. And
we'll do a Super Bowl show.
Stuff and Super Bowl. It would be fun. That's all I'm saying, guys.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Right.
We'll do a show Super Bowl Sunday. Do you want us to get out here and we all wear jerseys supporting the teams too as well, T. Will? Do you have a Seahawks jersey?
Don't brag on yourself, Jack. Unnecessary roughness, okay? You guys are all going to get disqualified.
Look at Craig. He gave me a good idea for my ATL Alabama 1.
Oh, my gosh. Half a distance to the goal. Look at Eric. Half a distance to the goal.
Why?
Yeah.
I want to know why. I just want to know why, Craig. Why? He says T. Will is doing a show for Alabama's basketball game. So I don't like Alabama basketball. Whatever. I don't. Go now.
He liked the football.
I do not like their football team, Eric. Whatever. I do not. Whatever. This
Megan,
is a Cam Newton.
For Cam Newton, I mean, we getting ready to do our questions from the chat. Cam just wants to. I understand the podcast is jumping. Hey, I like it. He's doing a great job. Big shout out to Carrie too as well. She can step.
Carrie.
Cam Newton just wants to be popping in the football scene right now. Like even he said, "Hey man, maybe the Falcons should call me up to play quarterback." Nobody is calling you, Cam. Your days are over. Just continue trying to be Willy Wonka and go about your day. Don't nobody wants to bring Cam Newton on as a quarterback. He's talking about. I remember when Phillip Rivers got back with the Colts. He was like, "Anybody call me? Anybody?" Cam.
Isn't his arm shot though? Isn't Cam's arm shot?
Man, Cam's a podcaster now. Cam, you trying to be on the show? Let us know. We'll send you an invite, bro. You a podcaster now, bro. You a content creator, bro.
Cam is not trying to be on our show, bro.
Right.
He is not trying to be on our show.
He's all things Atlanta, but the Falcons. You know what I'm saying? He ain't worse than Dion, though. Oh, my God. Don't even give you a start on that. But, hey, Falcon fans, like, share, and subscribe button.
What do we think about Belichick not being elected into the Hall of Fame? I'm
not a Belichick guy. I'm not a big fan of the Patriots, but I think that's disrespectful.
I do, too. I agree with you.
This is football, and the game of football does, have moments where Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick and Brady and those guys, they had something going up there for years. And I know we might hate on Bill Belichick now, but when he was with the Patriots, they were busting ass.
They were.
And it's an opportunity for him to be in the Hall of Fame, and they're not going to put him in on the first ballot. But then again,
because he's a cheater.
Hey, well,
I mean, he didn't cheat for all 8 though. Like he won 2 as a defensive.
You don't know that.
You don't know that he did.
Yeah,
Craig, I've lost tons of sleep over Bill not getting
no, he's not Hall of Fame. The other people that were there seem to think there was collusion going on here, and he is not in the Hall of Fame. Point to cheat.
Bro, they say Barry Lamar Bonds cheated, and he was the best hitter that I've ever seen.
That has nothing to do with this. What did Bill Belichick
Same premise. It's the same premise, right? He did take steroids, but he didn't need it. And most nights, Barry got 1 pitch to hit 1. Okay?
If you had a choice to take Bill Belichick in his prime or Tom Brady in his prime, who would you take?
I'd take Tom Brady, but Tom Brady doesn't win without Bill in those early Super Bowls.
Did he not win without Bill?
Not in the early Super Bowls. If you're talking about 2000,
did he win without Bill?
You said what?
Did he win without Bill?
Yes, once he was a veteran, but I'm talking about rookie Tom. Those first 3 Super Bowls, he doesn't win those without Bill. He does not win those without Bill.
Does Bill win without Tom?
Probably not.
I'm going Tom.
I'm going Atlanta Falcons. That's where I'm going. I'm going to Atlanta Falcons.
I'm just saying, man, the man deserves to be in the Super Bowl. It is disrespectful that he is not. That's all I'm saying. He deserves to be in this. You don't have to like him. I'm not a Belichick fan, but he does deserve
but he's not a Hall of Famer.
Oh wow! Stop it!
Hey,
stop it!
Falcon fan.
Stop it!
Hit that like, share,
and penalty on him. He is wilding out tonight. Stop
Hit the like, share, and subscribe button. T Will for my ATL Sports One Time for the fan, super fan Eric Parker in here talking Falcons football. About to get ready to start wrapping up this show, but questions from the chat is here. We can run through this with a quick hot take. So if you have any questions about T Will's college teams, or of course the Atlanta Falcons, Matt Ryan, let's see, free agent moves, draft talk, just go ahead and drop the questions in the chat as we get ready to wrap this up here. I have a question for you, T Will and Eric Parker. I'll start it off with questions from myself. The Shedeur Sanders Pro Bowl thing. What is your take on that? Is it an apology to Dion? Is it a media move where they're just trying to get some folks out there to go follow the Pro Bowl, knowing that, Shedeur was probably one of the hottest, bench players this year? Like, what is the take on Shedeur going to the Pro Bowl? Because clearly the stats are not it. If it's fan voting, I can totally understand that there are people out here that probably do rock with the "Must Say Timeless," that little song he got or whatever he does when he's on the sideline. But what is your take on the Shedeur going to the Pro Bowl? Is it to get the views and the ratings up? Because, like I said, the stats are not there. We clearly see that multiple quarterbacks are way better than Shedeur. So, Eric, T. Will, whatever your thoughts are, can we please just get to that real quick? And questions from the chat. Any questions? We'll go ahead and get to that, and then we can wrap this show up. T. Will,
Eric, you go ahead, sir.
Man, Shedeur absolutely deserves this Pro Bowl. He is the best flag football player. You've never seen Shedeur play flag football, have you? I'm the GOAT. The Pro Bowl is not the Pro Bowl anymore. So I have no issue with Shedeur playing flag football or whatever else they decide to ring around the rosy this year or whatever they're going to do. They're not playing football. Not NFL football. So
right.
It's absolutely a move to get more views for the flag football game. I won't be watching it, but yeah.
Wait, no parlays for the flag football game? How many receptions somebody can get, or how many throwing yards somebody can get? Because I don't even know if they actually put some props up for that. But
they probably will. It might be in culture bets or something.
With Shedeur, I'm taking the under. Seen it last year in the season. If it says 7, if it says 7 attempts, 130 yards passing, I'm taking the under. It's easy. T. Will Shadur to the Pro Bowl as we finish up on questions from the chat here. Falcon fans, ask your questions. If you don't want to add any questions tonight, we can go ahead and wrap up the show. But if you have a question about Stefanski, Tommy Reese, a question you might have asked earlier that we didn't get to, go ahead and drop it back in the chat. T. Will Shadur Sanders to the Pro Bowl. Why? Oh, who, what, when, where, and why, and how?
How far the mighty have fallen. I think Shadur to the Pro Bowl is endemic of just where society is. Nobody cares about the Pro Bowl. Nobody cares about the All-Star game. Nobody cares, right? I am 55 years old. I can remember Pete Rose in an All-Star game breaking a catcher's leg because to say that you were on the National League team and to be better than the American League All-Stars meant something. It means nothing nowadays. And it's not Shadur's fault. And it's just where we are as a society. Is Shadur deserving of a Pro Bowl? Resoundingly no. He had like a PFF of 44. Okay, so let's be real. This is a move for ratings. I'm not going to watch it anyway. And I think it shows the indifference that people feel about All-Star games in general, and not just the Pro Bowl, but baseball All-Star game, basketball All-Star game. Name any All-Star game, nobody cares. Because what does it mean anyway? What does it mean? Nobody cares about being the best All-Star anymore. They care about, at the end of the day, the big championships. That's all people care about. And so it's endemic or it is a reflection of our society and just where we are. Again, I remember where I was when Pete Rose comes storming home and broke that guy's leg to score in a meaningless All-Star game and probably ended his career. But it meant that much to him. And we go from that to let's play flag football. And I understand that there's more money involved. I understand. But at the end of the day, the purity of that sport when it comes to the All-Star game is gone. The players don't care because they don't want to get hurt. The fans don't care because the players don't care. And I'm not going to be watching it anyway because, quite candidly, if you go to the Pro Bowl, that means that your team didn't go to the Super Bowl. So just by happenstance, everybody who's not in the Super Bowl hates it. Just my thought.
Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. A1 Forever Sports is in the building. Big shout out to A1 Content Creator Podcaster. Go ahead and check out A1 on his channel. He's on YouTube.
What's going on,
you
Chris?
can find him on Twitter and all social media. So definitely check out A1. He's been on the channel here before too as well. Got a question here from Diva CC as we do our questions from the chat. So if you have a question about the Atlanta Falcons, a question about Freddie the Falcon, a question about anything that involves one time for the fan, we'll be glad to answer it here on the questions for the chat segment. We got about 3 minutes left before we wrap this show on up. Diva CC is in the chat. Says, do you think Matt Ryan, Eric Parker, you can start this one out here. Do you think Matt Ryan brings the fans back to the stadium? I've seen fans travel for Georgia alumni players. I've seen people say, oh, this guy's playing. Oh, I'm going to go back to the stadium. Oh, this guy's on the team. To go back. Eric Parker, does Matt Ryan himself being back with the Atlanta Falcons put fans back into the stands at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium?
I think Matt Ryan himself, no. I think Matt Ryan, what Matt Ryan's about to bring is, I think Matt Ryan is going to add a lot of value in that front office. And I think we're going to start having a winning culture with Matt. And I think that's going to bring fans to the stand. I think that's what Matt, because Matt clearly didn't care to try to pull one over and bring the fans back to the stands with the popular hire.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't go with somebody that where everybody's going to be, oh, yeah, hyped up about, they got the coach I wanted. He went with what was probably going to be the most unpopular opinion in Atlanta with
Kevin Stefanski.
With Kevin Stefanski coming from Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's mad about the Shador thing. I don't understand why they don't blame the GM for that, but
Right.
that's just me. But yeah, I think he's looking at winning more than he is. I think Matt wants to win, and Matt's looking at winning more than he is the popular opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think he's going to ultimately bring more fans to the stands, but it just off of it being Matt Ryan, I don't think that's what's bringing him. I think it's going to be a winning culture, and then we'll be in the stands.
Setting up for success. Eric Parker saying pretty much what I was getting ready to say too as well. I think, fans look at Matt Ryan here as, he's an executive now. He's in the front office. He's doing his thing with Arthur Blank. And, he's not going to be the one that you can just run up and grab autographs for over there by the bus terminals waiting for the game to be out. When he's over there grabbing his bag and heading out. He's not going to be sitting in that suite now at every game. So big shout out to Matt Ryan. Big shout out to what he's got going on here in Atlanta. And I'm super excited about it. T-Will, questions from the chat. You got Diva CC asking us a question here. Do you think Matt Ryan brings the fans back to the MBS?
I agree with in line step what my brother said. Him personally, no, but I think the affect that he will have and that we will start winning. And I like the fact that he did not capitulate to the demands of the crowd. He went with what he thought was the best hire. And I like that. And I think he'll do the same thing.
Funny too, Will? I ain't want to jump in, but for those that think that Matt Ryan's not even on Twitter, remember somebody tagged him trying to be negative on Twitter, and he untagged himself from that.
Right. Right.
I'm sure somebody around Matt Ryan is clearly looking at what's going on social media. Not saying he has a burner account, but somebody can see what's going on. But T-Will,
Sarah is definitely on Twitter.
Sarah has been on social media before, so I think we saw that in the past, right?
Definitely on social media, Twitter and Instagram. She see it all.
Right. Yeah. But no, I think winning cures all. Right. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how pretty our uniforms look. It doesn't matter how pretty, our quarterback looks as he throws the ball. It doesn't matter how much swag. That at the end of the day, it's about wins, right? Mm-hmm. It's about wins. And if we can string together 10 wins and make the playoffs, the fans will come. If the next year we can string together 12 years and advance in the playoffs, the fans will come. And if the year after that we can get to the Super Bowl and win, the fans will come again. So again, ultimately, do I think they will come back? Yes, but not for Matt, because we know Atlanta's split on that. Most of us love Matt, but there are some people that won't forgive Matt for not being who. And that's fine, because at the end of the day, we represent what's on the front, not the back. And I think that Matt Ryan ultimately is going to bring a winning culture to Atlanta. I think it's going to be fine. So
I'm all for it. Falcon fans, I know y'all remember those Georgia Dome days, especially the last season when we beat up on Seattle and beat the Packers and went to the Super Bowl. You couldn't find an empty seat in that building.
Yep.
I'm talking about even when people tried to quickly go grab something to eat in the fourth quarter as we was getting ready to march our way down to the Super Bowl, even during the Seattle game when they said, "Oh, Russell Wilson's coming to town. Oh, we got to be careful, Russell. Look at his stats and look at Russell Wilson. He's going to escape the pocket on the Falcons, and you better tackle him on third down." Man, we beat the crap out the damn Seahawks.
Yes,
we got to be careful about Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers coming down here. Aaron Rodgers, he's prime for these type of moments. He's going to come in here and do this. Man, we beat the crap out the Packers. Mm-hmm. So I know Matt Ryan knows what it takes to have a winning culture. I know Matt Ryan knows what it takes to put fans in the stands. And I agree with Eric, and I agree with T-Will here. He's going to do what he can to bring back the success level of the Atlanta Falcons to the Mercedes-Benz. And like Kerry did say in our call the other day, he's probably going to end up winning a Super Bowl down here too as well, as an executive, not a player, but as somebody in the front office. So big shout out to Matt Ryan. Big shout out to everybody. T-Will, 2 questions for you now as we go to questions from the chat. We get ready to wrap this up. Craig wants to know if Shadur is an Alabama fan like his uncle T-Will.
Shador's from Texas. I doubt it.
Tyler, Texas.
He's from Tyler, Texas, buddy. Hey,
Yeah.
man. Only two things from Texas.
Hey, Cowboys and Cowgirls. No, I'm just
There
playing.
you go.
Greg said, do y'all see Kirk getting released and then re-signed to the Falcons because of lemon pepper ski?
Could be. If it could, obviously they're not going to pay him $60 million, so they could cut him and see if they could work it out for, I wouldn't say more than $20 million at this point. I don't think Kirk is worth that, but Kirk may try and seek out. And that's what's interesting because Kirk did work with Stefanski. He did succeed under him, so I could see the Falcons bringing him back for a lesser number, but I could also see him going elsewhere.
Somebody mentioned the other day, Kirk looking at some of these teams, thinking to himself, same like Malik Willis, same like Jacoby Brissett, same like Jameis Winston. Do you see how important the backup quarterback was this year for a lot of teams?
Yep.
You might think you'll be sitting on that bench all 17 games. That's not the case. For some strange reason, the injury bug just floats around to a lot of these teams.
Yep.
Daniel Jones caught the injury bug.
Yep.
Pat Mahomes caught the injury bug.
Yep.
Even down there in Arizona, Jacoby Brissett playing down there. Even with the New York Giants having their situation. Even with the Cleveland Browns, the backup quarterback was used in multiple. The Washington Commanders. Name a team this year. Even with the Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, look at flipping the Broncos. They had to play the championship game with a backup. Kirk's probably looking and thinking, maybe I'm useful somewhere else outside of Atlanta, knowing that the owner has stated that Michael Penix is the franchise guy, knowing that Matt Ryan, the new president of football operations, has stated that he's a franchise guy. But you know what else kind of bothers me and concerns me? Is that your head coach has coached Kirk Cousins. And he's been in that QB room with Kirk Cousins. And he had a 40-year-old Joe Flacco, which fans are like, Joe Flacco. So for Kevin Stefanski's point, does he look at Kirk and say, Kirk, we need to talk about this? I mean, I know he mentioned it the other day. That's when roster moves happen. But I guarantee you right now, that's a conversation that's happening in the room with Matt and Arthur and Kevin and Rich, because we're all not in the group chat. But I think, oh, shit, I'm so sorry. But I think the Kirk Cousins conversation is going to be had. There are fans that do believe cut him, bring him back for a cheap deal if he wants to stay. Kirk can look at the business side of it and say, no, you guys are playing me with the whole
I seriously don't see Kirk want to do it.
Right.
Kirk had a problem with that when he first got here. And now you want him to relive the whole moment again? Yeah, Kirk, you start until Penix comes back.
Right. Now, here's the thing that we haven't said, Falcon fans, and I'm not going to get too much into it, but if Penix is good, and I can't fast forward the time. It's January 28th. We can have this conversation July 2nd. We can have this conversation August the 3rd when we know more about Penix. But the one thing you don't want is your backup quarterback coming in here winning games, thinking he's going to be the starter. That's why the Mac Jones thing might not work. Mac Jones is probably thinking in San Francisco, shit, I'm trying to be a starter. I had to revamp my whole career. Look at Sam Darnold. He was once a backup. He was once a starter too. And he's getting ready to go win a Super Bowl. So it's like the Kirk Cousins situation. What does Kevin Stefanski see? If you think Kevin Stefanski is coming in here on his first year to blow the bag as a new head coach, I don't see that happening. He has to put all his ducks in a row. And that means, like T. Will said, getting a solid backup. If something happens, if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. Shout out to Big
There you
Country.
go.
But God willing, if something was to happen to Michael Penix, week 4, week 6, week 9, week 10, you have to have a plan, or this fan base is going to rip this organization apart for not having your ducks in a row. I'm just a podcaster, but I'm telling you what's on my mind of what I think. And the Kirk Cousins situation is something that they have to talk about. Knowing that your head coach coached this guy for 3 years, And with him and Clint Kubiak on that roster, Kirk put up 96 touchdowns and 23 interceptions. That is something to look at. Does he take a player-friendly deal? Who knows? Somebody mentioned the other day, who's going to take on Kirk Cousins' contract? He might go try to fleece the Arizona Cardinals next. He might go try to fleece the Broncos next. Who knows? I know that Kevin Stefanski needs to just have his ducks in a row. And we'll see. I can't fast forward the time. I'm ready to see Michael Penix with Tommy Reese and Kevin Stefanski. I just want to see what's going to happen. But I can't fast forward time right now. Eric Z's in the chat. Do we think we hire a GM this weekend? I believe we're down to the final two candidates.
I do too. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. We're down to the final two candidates. The virtual interviews are over. They're bringing in face-to-face guys. They're trying to nail this right now. The James Lippert guy who played for Georgia Tech, I believe it was, he has some ties here to the city. He also had some winning cultures he's been a part of. And, of course, you got Ian Cunningham, too, as well. So that's something to watch for. Eric, you think we hire a GM coming up soon, or they're going to let this play out?
I think early next week.
Okay. That's still good before the Super Bowl, because guess what happens after the Super Bowl? Black Monday.
Yep.
When teams start revamping, when teams start realizing, hey, we got to get going. Guess what? As soon as the Super Bowl is over, you know what happens a month from the Super Bowl? Free agency. It's time to start getting back in the building. Look at Jeff Ulbrich. He was in the building the other day. He still ain't left the building yet. He probably sleeping there right now. Are moving in the right direction. They don't have time to wait. And I guarantee you, even teams like the Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks, after the Super Bowl is over, you got people in the building the following day back to work. The Falcons just getting an early start. That's all they are. This was a great segment for questions from the chat. That's why we're going to start doing this a lot more often. But of course, it's now 2 hours and some change, 11 o'clock. We're here talking Falcons. Man, what a show. What a show. I don't know what else to say otherwise than y'all have been great. Everybody's been great. Our special guest, Eric Parker, once again, has been great. And, you know, Eric, we definitely
appreciate y'all having me on, man. Always a good time on one time.
Hey, hats off to you, Eric Parker. Absolute for Eric Parker, man. He's done a great job talking Falcons with the fans, with his little brother, little big brother, big little brother, BLB. This is great stuff, man. You guys have a podcast too as well that you guys have been cooking up with Miss Carrie too as well. So fans, I'm probably gonna want to check that out. Eric T. Will, please plug that in your shout outs. But
Craig is funny.
Okay.
It's funny.
Craig's glad to have his phone back on. That's remember that whole month when he was asking for super chats to get his phone back on, but apparently Craig is live now.
Thanks, buddy. Because all this I'm getting is about to come your way. Thanks, Jack. I appreciate that.
10 p.m. is Alabama time.
It's coming your way, brother. Just so you know. Thanks, Jack. Appreciate you falling on that grenade for me, buddy. Thanks.
That hot sauce. Keep that thing on me. What do you say, T? Will? Got that hot sauce in my pocket.
Keep that thing on me.
Hey, look, Falcon fans, it's time for
that was classic. That was a classic.
Miss Carrie gave her shout outs. Fans agree. I think it's best if we start out with our special guest, our super fan. This isn't the last time that Eric Parker is going to be on the show.
Definitely not.
Eric's been on here about 4 times, maybe more. You guys see Eric on the One Time for the Fan page, IG page, whenever we're, alive around fans. Training camp's coming up too as well. If you think you're going to beat Eric Parker to training camp when it's open to the public, that's a lie, because he's probably already there. And it's January 28th.
He's there right now.
I know. I'm pretty sure he's there right now because he's a diehard fan.
That's right.
You gotta love when you have people like Eric Parker on the podcast, because they keep it real. They come in here, crack some jokes with the crew, with the panel. But at the end of the day, he knows what he wants with this Atlanta Falcons, and he wants his Super Bowl ring. Just like he's gonna probably quickly view next week when it's not Bad Bunny performing, but the Seahawks and the Patriots, he's going to look and say, damn, that team just won another Super Bowl. Damn, that team just did this. Damn, that team just did that. In hopes that his Atlanta Falcons will be back there on that same platform. Craig is in here cracking jokes. Eric, the shout-outs belong to you, sir. The platform is now yours.
Shout out the chat. Shout out Jack Spade for getting us all started. Shout out Miss Carrie and BLB for starting the other show. Shout out the Falcons, man, Matt Ryan. I can't wait to get it started. Yeah. That's about it. Shout out to everybody, man. Blessings.
It's going down in a major way. Eric Parker is here talking Falcons football. Another great podcast, T-Will. Got to put this one in the books, man. We did the damn thing. T-Will, platform is all yours for the shout-outs. And Craig is in here still cracking jokes. He doesn't give a damn. Until we hit end screen.
Hey. Thank you for falling on that grenade, buddy, because it's all coming your way. You are getting
until we hit end screen, and Craig like, I'm getting every single joke out. It won't be back live till Friday morning, and I'll be asleep. No, just play.
You're gonna see his last joke after you hit end. It's just gonna roll in, and it's gonna be a zinger. No, hey,
right.
First and foremost, to everybody in the chat who joined us, we thank you. This was so much fun, guys. You could have been doing anything in the world. You could have been anywhere in the world. You chose to spend this time with us. We graciously, humbly appreciate you. Thank God for you guys, as you guys really do make our night, and you make it worth it. So thank you for showing up every week. Thank you for bringing your questions, your jokes. We love it all. We're here for it, and we'll be back next week. I am T-Will. You can find me at For My ATL Sports 1 if you love ATL Sports. And only ATL Sports, Eric. If you love,
do you have that written down?
Stop it.
I tell you, he's never said that before in any of his shout outs, just because you're here tonight.
Stop it. If you like movies and TV series, you can catch me at For My ATL Movies 1. I will be doing His and Hers probably Friday, so check me out then. I'm hearing that's a great show, so guys, come check me out. And hey, man, you guys have a great day. To these two gentlemen right here, two men I have a great deal of respect for, have had great times with, definitely respect, definitely got love for both of them. Mr. Eric Parker, Mr. Jack Spade, thank you humbly for my beginning in this business, because I would not be here for you. And Eric and I have a show. It's the Terry, Carey, and Eric show. It's usually Mondays at 6 p.m. Come check us out. Thank God for waking me up this morning, Jack. It's on you, sir.
I just want to go ahead and say thank you to Big Low Country for hitting the yard before the bad weather comes back.
Oh, wow.
Homeowners Association really appreciate it.
Craig stands for my ATL snitching. Oh, my God. Oh,
shout out.
Craig.
Oh, wow. In the chat. Even Craig. We do the jokes. We do the laughs. But Craig brings a vibe that, fans in here would say, man, that's funny.
Yo,
man,
we gotta have a beer with Craig, man. Craig, I don't know what event you gotta come to, but hey, man, I gotta have at least one beer with Craig, man. That dude's hilarious.
Knowing Craig is probably Foster's Australian for beer. Knowing Craig.
Oh wow. Wow. You just love punishment, Jack.
Hey, I'm just saying, man.
More.
Hey, I'm just saying.
You do. Apparently, you love it. Okay.
Hey, I drove by Covington Highway and Panola Road the other day, and I saw Craig with that, me change sign, and I donated. And now his phone's back on. But it's the 28th, and he only got 3 more days. So Craig, you might want to get back out there. Might be 26 degrees this weekend. Falcons fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. It's been great. I know Craig typing up something right now. Let me go ahead and get up out of here. Craig typing something
right now. He is typing it right now.
Craig getting ready for that joke.
Am I turning red? I think I'm turning red. Oh my God. Oh,
hopefully Craig, it's not maroon. Oh shit! Oh wait, Eric said it's the O'Douls.
Oh shit!
Eric man, trying to StreamYard this. Oh, StreamYard is streaming yarding.
Oh
Yeah,
man!
Eric said it's the O'Douls.
Oh,
All right, Falcon fans, look, we up out of here.
boy.
Eric Parker's super fan special guest did a great job tonight. 2 hours and some change, almost going on 3 hours. I can't thank you enough. I told y'all when I first started up the podcast. Eric said he's turning crimson. He's turning crimson. You should have never told that joke, T-Man. You should have never told about that story. They're gonna pick you apart now. And you better not be seeing no Georgia Bama game at the Benz. They're gonna pick you apart. But yeah, Eric Parker, man, I told y'all the story when I first started the podcast.
Oh boy.
I had some ideas and thoughts of what I wanted to do. I didn't want to go live, didn't want to do the videos. I did audio in the first podcast with Eric Parker. I recorded a question, asked Eric the question, he recorded it, and then I put it out there, and I was just like, man, this is good stuff, but it ain't gonna be what I thought it was gonna be. Sure enough, a year and some change later, 2 years and some change later, now we're on this podcast now. T. Will, Carey, Bodie 3000, special guests, people jumping in, chat going crazy. DSGB Hall's in the chat. Carolyn's probably out back cooking steaks. So big shout out to DSGB Hall.
You've been doing this for at least 3 years, right, Jack? Because you and I have been doing this podcast for 2 years together.
Is it 2 years?
Yes.
No, is it 2 years?
Yes, Jack. I started in February of 2024. We are in January of 2020. We've been doing this for 2 years, Jack.
Dang.
Real?
It did not seem like that long.
It didn't.
How am I the only one that remembers this?
You know how many? Because Bodie was when me and Bodie did it like.
How am I? Who can't remember anything? Who I gotta get my wife to text me her grocery list? How am I the only one that remembers this? We've been doing it for 2 years, Jack. Just you and me, which means you may have been doing it for 3.5, 4 years.
Man, I can't remember. I just know I'm having a good
Damn.
job.
Wow.
Here comes Craig again. There he goes. Jack's still unemployed and hosting book clubs at the shelter.
Damn.
Craig.
Wow. Hey, man, Craig is like Tom Brady. You cannot leave him that much time on the clock, bro.
John Brooks, man. What's up, guys? Smash that like button for Jack and the bro T. Will. Hitting the like button will help Jack save money to make his bootleg Wi-Fi better.
Oh, boy.
I'm reading that shit too, and I'm getting to the bottom line. Like, hit Jack. What Jack gonna save money? What? Normally, you read the comment first, and you be like, "Okay, let me go through. All right, let me get ready to read it." I'm reading that shit line word for word until I get to the bottom of the shit. I'm like, "Wait, get ready to roast my ass."
DSGB. When will we see Meg on the show?
You know, it's funny, Eric. You know this. You know, Ernest is spending time in Macon. You know, he be out there in Macon. Anytime you come to Atlanta, where he be at? He be in Macon. It's not just family he got out there. He got family friends too.
I am not touching that one. Hey, Ernest, that was not me, brother. I did not touch that one. I do not want the smoke, Ernest. That was not me.
Fans, y'all been great, man. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button, man. Turn up for the team one time. Keep repping the Atlanta Falcons, man. Eric Parker, you can catch him over there on that Eric Parker T. Will Carey show. They got a lot of stuff going on this year. I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy. A lot of content creators were in the chat today too, as well. From Georgia, Texas boy, A1 Forever, Big Low Country Sports,
Uncle
and
Steve.
Ryan the Birdcage. There's a
Ryan.
Lady Birds.
Maggie T will be joining us Friday morning. First time on One Time for the Fan. Maggie T will be joining us, talking Falcons football too as well. What's going to happen between now and Friday? Who knows? Look what happened yesterday. We didn't hear nothing about Michael Penix. And then today, what happens? News breaks about Michael Penix. So, of course, every day is something new for the Atlanta Falcons. So please be prepared for what One Time for the Fan is going to bring to the table whenever we get breaking news from the Birds. So thank you all for being on this show. And don't forget, if y'all in the chat, let y'all see, man. If y'all in the chat, man, go ahead one time. Let's go ahead and drop a rise up in the chat. I just put it up there for y'all to see. Go ahead and drop a rise up in the chat. If you enjoyed the show, if you're rocking with the Atlanta Falcons, rocking with One Time for the Fan, drop a rise up in the chat because we out here for the Atlanta Falcons, man. We just doing this just so everybody knows that we are true diehard Dirty Birds. But yeah, we got Maggie T Friday morning. I believe we have another special guest Sunday night. We're waiting for confirmation.
Yeah,
from another special
confirmation on that one.
We haven't got confirmation yet. We had it last week, but then that fake snowstorm, ice storm, whatever, didn't happen. But the fake out. But hey, we got another special guest that's going to be joining us after Maggie. So please be prepared for who is going to be. Cass is in the chat too as well. Big shout out to Cass in the chat. So many people to name. Can't go over all the names. A lot of first timers here too as well. A lot of people that's been here before. Thank you all for being a part of One Time for the Fan. The support is truly blessed from myself, T. Will, Eric, Carrie, Bodie 3000. Matter of fact, yo, Bodie, you want to say something? I know it's cold out there.
Oh wow,
Bodie busy.
Oh wow,
busy,
this guy right here, man. He just
gotta get that gravel up, man. The construction keeps coming tomorrow. GSGB Hall says, Jack, you driving trucks too, or just washing them? Shit.
Oh. And DSGB with the left jab.
Eric knows DSGB Hall saying that with feathers laying all over the floor and stuff.
Oh wow.
Hey, it's going down, DSGB Hall. It's going down in a major way, man. Falcon fans, look, here comes Craig. No, Craig hit me with a good joke the other day. Craig was like, Jack, how was it when you first invented fire? This shit was funny as hell, dog. I was dying, bro. I was dying. Craig said Jack still got his first Model T car in his garage that we brought for a whole $3. Oh God! Speaking of garages, Craig, the one that you sold me is still not opening. If you want to come by in the morning and fix it, we really appreciate it. Falcon fan, hit that like, share, and subscribe, man. I'm hitting the end stream in 3, in 2, and